What's up, everybody?
What is up, you all? It is a very weird day here. I'm windburnt, so I look like I got hate fucked by a strawberry.
You and I both, dude. I'm sunburned as fuck right now.
Ohio weather sucks, man. By the sounds of it, earlier we were too. Yeah, it's pretty rough. New to streaming, looking. Oh,
all
that's
right,
you.
so
Like,
I'm sharing for anybody interested in that are content creators and doing lives. StreamYard wants me to share this with you guys, so just if you guys are interested, check that out. Yeah, they asked me if I do that for you guys, so there you are.
you don't have to send butthole pics.
No, no
That's
butthole
spam,
pics.
that's a spam link. Don't do that. Unless you want to send butthole pics. I mean, I fell for it.
What's up, everybody? Your boy and I are back.
Yeah, been a long ass day at the market.
Tell them how the market went, dude.
Oh, dude, we actually done pretty good. We tore it up. The bowls were a big hit. The wine bottle lanterns were a pretty good hit. Got some orders for some stuff. And if you guys have not, if you have a laser engraver and you have the option of taking that to an event with you and you're not, you are missing out on everything. Like, people go stupid over the personalization and stuff like that. That's not like a plug for XTool or Acma or anything like that, because they're both kind of like on my sponsor list right now. But man, they eat that shit up. Bowls, sold a shit ton of bowls. Sold my my wine bottle lanterns, all that cool stuff. Me and the wife almost got hypothermia. I tried to get her to get naked and cuddle in the middle of the road. She wasn't down for that. So she went and slept in the car for a little bit, came back out. And then the sun came out and the wind came out with it, and it was flipping people's shit. What did you can laser engrave it? Just oh yeah. Seems like every time I go to a show, like I get like with the laser engravers, like they'll see stuff if it's like personalized to put on an item. I always get weird shit. Like there's never been an event where I haven't got something. Like one event, a dude sent me like a picture of his wife tied up. He wanted me to engrave it, and then like today, like a dude sent me a picture of his old lady doing like the dick jaw or some shit like that, and him holding a cat, and I was like, what the fuck? So much sun.
Oh, you did. Mike says, here, I'll show it on the thing.
So more turning Sunday to stock back up. Yeah, damn right. I'm trying to break 50K. But yeah, like
what's up, Vineyard?
good stuff. What's up, Vineyard? Sunday sorted. Damn right. No, I forgot to shake that.
I'm looking forward to that, man. You're gonna turn tomorrow?
Oh yeah. Sundays, fun days, man. That's my thing now.
I'm gonna turn something tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be, but I gotta finish off that bowl that I was doing. It's gotta where the glue up was on one side. It needs a little love. It's like got a space in it.
Shameless plug. Take some of your used Bones coffee grounds, smear in there, and put CA glue on it.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah. Sunday's fun day.
And thanks for everybody for joining me on that live out of nowhere. I was just talking to Mike, and I was like, he's like, go live, and I was like, fuck it. So I did,
dude,
and I got a lot.
Oh, dude, it wasn't bad.
I tried. I was trying, but I got to thank all you guys, because you guys really gave me a lot of good feedback. I mean, obviously it was tough for me, like, because I was just trying to do my thing and get into it, like get in a nice groove. And thanks to everybody for helping me, though. That was cool. I totally like. I love to do these, like, to jump on out of nowhere and do these lives, like, especially with the lathe, because I'm a total novice and I'm totally hooked on it. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to do the best I can, and you have guys like Mike and Jeff and Mike Wilson and Moyoc and just a ton of people that are just very super helpful. It's been cool,
Shit.
to say the least. I'm
I'm
totally
learning
hooked,
just
man.
like you, dude. Like I haven't been doing this that long. It's like Jeff S
He,
is a
Jeff's a
like a
badass dude.
he's like a proverbial bucket of fucking wisdom, and he's just pouring on me right now. And then we got a local dude that's damn good with it, Jeff Yamanaka. I don't know if he's popping in here or not. I'm trying to get that Madeira Woodworks dude to come to one of the lives or
Oh, that'd be
one of these
awesome.
lives. Like I've talked to him. He seems like a real low key, down to earth dude. Michael Wilson. I mean, he's hairy and he's Scottish or some shit like that. But I mean, fuck, he's pretty good with lathe too. He's got me wanting to make pins now.
That's right up Michael Wilson and Moyoc's alley.
Yeah, I forgot. I keep forgetting Moyoc turns. I think it's because I've never seen him like on a video.
He showed me some pictures of some pins. Apparently he sells a lot of them.
Dude, there was people. I guarantee if I had a way to do the pins on my lathe, which I could order the shit to do them, dude, I could slay it at these markets because those little like goofy ass like put together Funko Pop looking bullshit pins that you get in kits. There was a lady down there selling that shit like they were on fire, and I was like, "Really, Jeff? Huh?" We had spring on Vernon is kind of like the opening day for event season in this area. So you're gonna freeze your ass off half the day, then you're gonna get wind burnt the rest of the day. But it's kind of like the kickoff for the event season for everybody that does this stuff. And it didn't go bad. If it kind of gives you a feel for the rest of the market, I think Woodwork's going to do all right this year.
That's awesome.
I swear to God, I am so thankful I didn't take any fucking planners with me. Like, there was planners and like every booth down there. It's like anybody that had a Brad gun and a fucking hacksaw was making planners, and I only seen like 2 sets of them move. And I was like, man, it's going to suck to load all those back up in your fucking Volkswagen.
Dude, there's a guy at our local fair. It's usually in October, the big Fresno fair, and this guy is a bad dude. He's like he uses his router, and by hand he'll make like these big signs, dude. And that guy does crazy good. You know who that guy is, Jeff? I forgot it. I met him a long time ago. I forgot his name. Maybe you know who he is. But that guy's damn good. Him and this other guy that he has work with him, they just freaking kill it at the fair. Maybe you know who he is, Jeff. I don't know his name. I forgot. It's been so long. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, guy, I can't plug you. Don't know your fucking name, eh?
Sorry, guy. Eh? Oh, I am gonna plug a friend of mine, actually.
There you go.
Go ahead.
But as with like every event that you go to, and anybody that goes to events will know this, like you had a few people there that like they ran that shit like a flea market. They had everything from like used clothes to like fucking Batman toys and like buckets of toys that like had mud and shit on. So my wife did rip my ass because I had a lady in a wheelchair was talking about Batman, and she tried to tell me that Michael Keaton was the best Batman there was, and I told her that I would flip her ass over in the middle of the road.
He was the best Batman.
That's what I'm saying.
He's so good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
And she's like, I can't believe you said that. And I was like, she knows what I mean now. I ain't fucking around with my Batmans.
So the
But
link that I just shared is a really good friend of mine. He's a fellow tradesman, carpenter. He does pretty good on Instagram. So if you guys want to check him out, show him some love. His name is Luis. He's a son of a carpenter, and because his dad was a carpenter and sadly passed away, so he takes a lot of pride in his work. And if you guys want to go check him out, check him out. What's up, Bad Dragon?
what's up, Bad Dragon?
Hey, Adam West was the OG. Remember when they used to punch and it'd be like, bam, slap?
Dude, I really just want like a special kid to follow me around, like, and I'll slap people, and I just want them to make those sounds behind me, like, pow, zonk.
Hey, that Joker though from the Adam West days, that guy was a trip, man.
He's scary as shit when you think about it.
Yeah, yeah, he was.
Catwoman pushing everybody into puberty and shit.
Yeah. Oh, you said those channels up there, Mike?
Yeah.
I didn't even notice those.
Hey, Jeff, I was going to ask you.
Oh, shit. All right. 53,000 subscribers.
That's cool.
Boy, do some things.
Can you turn deer antler on a lathe? Kind of my shit's froze up on my end. Kind of, maybe. I don't.
No, I'm good. Thanks for sharing that, Michael. Those are some good turners right there, dude. Appreciate you sharing them. You gotta get stocked up, Chase. I'm sure you won't have any damn problems with all that wood you have. I'm gonna send you. You could send me some if you want.
Give him your wood.
Send me 50 board feet of walnut, by the way.
I could probably do that if you want to pay shipping.
Fuck yeah, I'm doing that.
Between these guys and North Castle, I've got some pretty badass chunks of walnut.
I have two hardwood dealers that are pretty legit in my area. One, I'm like so close, and then one, I still haven't heard back from the guy, but apparently he's supposed to be a pretty nice guy, so we'll see. Anybody who wants to send wood my way, go ahead.
Can I send you pictures of my wood?
You're a good friend of mine. Why? You're a good friend of mine. Why not?
Why not? Cockpits, eh? After today, I'm telling you right now, it looks like that fucker's so deep inside me. It looks like a turtle laying in an eagle's nest. It's all nuts and fur, boys. Fucking little man's buried back to the helmet inside me trying to stay warm.
Oh, I'll totally take those, Jeff.
Jessica Brewer, no.
One thing I didn't, because I was at work, my wife went and picked up some maple for me for my upcoming project. Spoiler alert, outfeed table. Anyway, I want to get some. I saw some good stuff when I was hanging out with Jeff at the Old Town markets, and that pistachio wood looks pretty fun. I've never used it, so maybe I'll get my hands on some. Like I said, I'm addicted to. I've been watching like a lot of lathe videos and all kinds of. It's so fucking cool, dude. Even though I still suck balls, I'm I don't care. I'm just balls deep in it, dude. You know.
It's horrible, man. Like people think cocaine's addicting. Fuck with
turn. I look up like lathe stickers, all kinds of shit that goes with a lathe shirts. Like I'm just stupid rabbit holes that your boy's looking at, man. You know.
Mm-hmm. I will say this because there's people in here. Hear me out. I can't go into full details. Select group, no. I just don't want to look like a liar. I did do well on my show, so before anybody asks, I am not going to Harbor Freight and buying the Bauer lathe. Something else is in the works, and trust me, if this comes through, we're going to have a hell of a party.
Yeah, fucking party. Woo!
I think I am going to buy me a quality set of gouges with some of the earnings today so I can keep up with the turning. I got me a grinding wheel. I got to pick up a CBN wheel so I can sharpen them up, and I got some diamond stones for the lathe as well. I can't go into detail right now, but I promise you, as soon as I can, I will drop that shit on you guys like a used rubber. I'll just throw it on the ground for everybody to see. Come in like a big dick in a locker room because this is massive. I just pray that it comes through.
Me too, man. I'm so proud of you, dude.
Dude, I get cold chill bumps every time I think about it.
Yeah, me too. I'm so. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm like, I love Mike, dude. Like, Mike's a really good friend of mine. We don't just do these lives together. Like, I'm so pumped for you, bro. Like, I'm so excited.
The first person I contacted.
Serious. Like, I'm so proud of Mike. Like, you guys don't even know. Like, it's so cool to see Mike just keep elevating, and it's so cool, man. I'm happy for you, man.
Now, with that being said, I want to keep it true to what it is. Like, this is the basis of the channel. Like, I started off with fucking rebuilt tools and yard sale tools, busted my ass on it, worked the circuit, played the shows, all that stuff, done the shows, got my name out there, done the channel, the Facebook stuff, business cards and all that. And it's finally starting to like pay off in like big terms. And I owe that to like all you guys. You guys are the faithful ones that come watch this live stream. You guys are the ones that pop in the videos and all that shit like that. So yes, Jeff, I don't think 2 million is gonna fly around anytime soon. But yeah, Jeff, you're one of the boys as far as I'm concerned, dude. You're one of the OGs in here.
Oh, Mike's on his way for sure.
So the last week's Sunday Spun Day hit like 33K.
That's awesome.
The Saturday before that, I was only for like an hour and a half, and I think he got like 30K, which was crazy.
I saw that. I was like, whoa.
I was able to like smash out a few bowls and stuff like that. And
you're not chopped liver, Robert G.
No. Robert G, you've been there since the get.
You the man, Robert.
Everybody in this chat right now, you guys have been there, and you guys will be the first to know, I promise. If it goes the way that it's supposed to, good Lord willing, we're going to have a hell of a party.
Heck yeah. I might come to your neck of the woods and party with you.
You allowed to. You allowed to.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I did use my respirator on both of them because I was turning epoxy. And they goddamn snake or something in here? What the hell?
There's a snake in your boots.
No, I ain't fucking around with no snake. I heard something moving here. Might have been outside.
I hear that shit every fucking day because my daughter loves Toy Story. I'm like, oh my god, what did I start? Oh, look who's here.
Mr. Wilson, if I came to your neck of the woods, they would think that a foreign country invaded.
Mr. Wilson? Oh, hey, Moac.
What's up, my cock?
He's
Stevie's in here.
speechless. He's speechless. What's up, Jack? Steve's in here.
Joseph the Carpenter. How you doing,
What's up,
buddy?
Joe?
Good
Speechless.
to have you back. I can hang Joe's tag up there.
Oh, I'd love to go to your neck of the woods, Michael.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, I seen you on your Instagram. They ain't gonna mistake me for shit with that Indian rug of a beard you got.
He does have a pretty big beard.
Another here. That's where we put the Nancy britches.
So what's up, Rich? How you been?
Trolls yet?
Busy, man. Just working in the shop and plus my real job, and got my insurance back for my motorcycle yesterday. So that was hefty.
I bet it was.
You know, but
you have a good weekend?
What's that?
You having a good weekend?
Always, man.
Good,
What's up, Darren?
Good. What's up, Darren? Welcome to the chat, man.
Yeah, hit that like button, everybody. What'd you say, Rich?
I said, yeah, I just did.
Oh, you just did. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So what else?
Go ahead.
No, I'll go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just filling the void, man. Have at it.
Oh, I was just gonna say, what are you building, Rich?
I'm in the middle of a humongous walnut table.
Ooh, I want to see some pictures. Send them to me.
Yeah, I will. I got
I won't post them so the rich people won't be mad.
now the tabletop alone is about 85 pounds. It's a hefty son of a gun, solid walnut.
Phew. Jeff says, regular job, what is that? No, I know what that is. God.
Y'all can say what y'all want, but coming from a school resource officer, I'm getting ready to have spring break off in 4 days, paid, and then
Hell yeah.
I'm getting ready to have fucking summer break off, fucking paid.
I'm not jealous at all. That's awesome. You've earned that, bro.
I'm fucking hammering down, boys.
My boy's gonna make 1,000 bowls.
I made a couple vases too, damn it. I'm working on those.
Heck yeah. Hey, did you sell the 77 bowl?
Yes.
Nice. I'm excited. I've been excited.
The overall with the resin in it, or the ugly with the resin in it, it went. That was one of the first ones to go.
My wife says I need a vacation. I think she's right.
Jeff getting his shit in the cat.
Yeah, I need to jump back on the lathe myself. I haven't done nothing in a bit.
I agree. You should.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to get on the lathe.
You should take a video and send it to me.
Sure.
Have your clothes off though, and send it to me too. You might end up posting on chickswithdicks.com. Look at this cougar with his man crank turning a bull for daddy.
Look at that. Look at that, Mike. Look at this. Hold on. Darren says I've been looking for a lathe. Woo!
Yeah. You like the live bowl last week? Which one was that, bub? Live bowl. I'm trying to figure out which one I done last week. Darren, I'm not being a smart ass or anything, dude, but I do like 5 or 6 bowls at a time, and a lot of them are live edge. Oh, the oak copper one. Yeah,
You're crazy, Jeff.
that was the ugly oak with
You are crazy, dude.
copper and graphite mixed in with epoxy. Yep.
Oh shit. Look at Jeff. Jeff, you're crazy.
Remember, if you marry an ugly partner, then you never have to worry about someone
God
taking you
damn.
from you. What's up, Determined? Darren, yeah, I think it was right.
How many times have I gone live? Twice, 3 times on the lathe? I think twice.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
Twice.
3 times. Done it when you first got it, and then you done your Afghani theater sitting, which made me go get on the lathe for the first time, and then you went live the other night. Yes, Darren, I think that was right. But
that was a lot of fun. Those are always fun.
I'm digging the life, man.
Nothing beats your lives though. Like, man, I just your lives are so much fun to watch.
Hey, Michael, can you tag my channel in here for Darren, please? Every time I go to put a link in there, it doesn't pop up blue like you guys do. My channel is The Whacking Shack.
I think Kat's gonna beat me to it.
See, every time I do it, it doesn't pop up. I don't know why. I'm a moderator on here and all that stuff, but it doesn't work right. But yeah, I've got a local guy in Wheelersburg. He's got oak slabs, and I really like turning oak for some reason. He's got oak slabs that are dried, 12-inch wide, 6 inches thick, that he's willing to cut in sections for me, so I can go ahead and turn them into bowl blanks. So I should be able to make some decent sized bowls out of those. Go ahead. What?
Is that the red or the white?
Red. Yep. Yeah, and his price isn't too crazy on them. I told him, and whenever I told him that I wanted pieces that had natural voids and defects in it, Chase is here.
What's up, you handsome devil?
What's up?
You silver-tongued devil.
Shrek, fuck Mr. T.
Hell yeah.
Who the hell, Mr. P?
Mr. T. Beautiful.
Oh, Mr. T. Damn. What's up, Chase?
Nothing. Turning dials on the lathe.
Oh, you got the
Not
fever
really.
too, huh?
Yeah, not really. I've been on the lathe, but not turning dials.
I never turned dials on the lathe. You guys have seen all the shit I've turned the last 3 lives. That's it.
I turned a toothpick the other night, boys.
No shit.
I turned a cherry toothpick. I watched Jeff's videos on how to sharpen and all that stuff with the grinding wheel, and then putting a decent profile on it, and then using the diamond stones and all that stuff like that. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go help my wife unload groceries real quick. Keep the chat alive. We'll be right back.
Hell yeah.
Better unload them groceries.
I'm gonna give you the groceries, you ugly bastard.
He's gonna give you those groceries. Hey, so I guess I was gonna wait, ask when he was here, but have you ever, Rich? Have you ever seen how people turn? Are they called bangles? Like those wraparound like bracelets?
Oh yeah. They're you're basically making spheres.
Yeah, I was like, man, that's because I looked up. I was like, I'm gonna go down another rabbit hole, Chase, and I was like, what could you turn on the lathe? And I just went on the internet, and it was like a bunch of different shit. I was like, wow, what is a bangle? And it ended up being one of those like swirly bracelets.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Um, then there's like offset turning. Like you can do like spiral stems then there's there's some where you're using the oh, I forgot how you call that, the indents on the, and cut into them and kind of like dig them out, and it looks like and it's hollowed out, but it's wood that's wrapped like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like to do obviously I love to do pins. Pins are easy money there, but segment and bowls. I like segment and bowls.
Yeah, that's. I think once I get like the whole bowl thing down with like the simple glue up and just basic bowl, I think I'm gonna try a segmented bowl after like transition. Make my way. Not just jump into it.
Yeah, and it's I mean, freaking crazy what you can do with the segment. And actually, to me, it's a hard, standard chunk of wood.
Yeah.
Segmented bowls, because if you think about it, the majority of the inside's already gone. It's not solid. You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to worry about it. Just make sure you get that right angle when you're on the inner part. Don't make a funnel out of it. I've done that a few times.
What do you think the coolest thing aside from pins? What do you think the coolest thing that you've turned on the lathe is, Rich? If you don't mind sharing.
Absolutely. You remember that movie Alien?
Yeah.
The flower buds where the bugs, the alien come out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, did a whole thing like that for a friend of mine. He's into that kind of shit.
Wow.
It looks like
That's crazy.
like it's opened up, and then you can kind of see the legs coming out of it. And I spun all the pieces and put it together.
Wow.
I have to send you to do that.
Yeah.
Hopefully
That's pretty cool, man.
this doesn't knock me off the thing. You still there?
Yeah, your screen's black now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna text you this thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm already wanting to sell my lathe and get a bigger one.
But he does.
That's the addiction we have, my friend.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna get?
What?
I'm gonna buy a jet mortiser.
Hey, they're badass. I've not had a jet mortiser, but I had a Delta mortiser. And
I've
my
seen
cousin,
so I watched a video from Rob Kosman. He has a Delta mortiser, and I was like, man, this is awesome. But I looked up for the price, like the top 5, to see what, fair ball game, like not super expensive, just top 5, just a bench top mortiser. And it was between the Shop Fox and the jet, and the jet is right now is like $300, $400 cheaper than the Shop Fox, so I'm gonna go with the jet.
the lathe that I have is a jet. It's the first jet tool that I've ever owned, but where it's so smooth and the way that it runs, how it's the solidness of it, where it's such a solid tool. Now I have converted, which I'm a Powermatic guy and don't own no Powermatic tools. Still waiting to get that table saw for whenever I get in my other shop. And now I'm wanting to convert everything over to jet myself.
I've never owned anything jet, but I've heard good things. Josh from Last Breath Woodwork says phenomenal things about jet products. So, and I've seen that they have the badass lathes. What is it, the 1442? That's the one that Josh has, and then I think Joe. That's the one Joe picked up too, because Joe picked up that. Do you remember that crazy find when Joe picked up all that shit for like $600? He got like a lathe and all kinds of cool other stuff from this like old woodworker. There's actually an old woodworker in my town that is a friend of theirs is selling the lathe because I guess he like passed away or he's having health problems. So there's a smaller lathe that's on sale right now on Marketplace. But yeah,
I need to find some deals from an old woodworker, man. There for a while, I was sending pictures to Mike every 5 seconds. Andrew's like, man, these deals just keep pouring in on me, man. And now I've hit a
dude.
blank. I can't find shit now.
So this is hey Rich, do you mind if I share this?
Absolutely.
Okay. So here is the picture of the alien vase that Rich turned.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's cool as shit.
You like that?
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. What kind of wood was that?
Was that a root ball?
It was given to me by the person that got that. So yeah, I don't know which one it is, but
I'll leave it up for another second so people can see.
it
Check
was
that out.
it was it was a little tough at first, but once it got going, man, it's took me I was doing it at night, so it took me about 8 hours total on and off.
Wow.
And you said you turned the top pieces. You turned each of those like separately, right? Yeah.
Okay, that's why I was thinking it was a root ball. All right, yeah. The reason I said that is because I got a juniper root ball. I'm letting it dry out. I want to do some crazy shit with it. I watched I think it was Sprague Wood turning, took this gnarly ass, ugly, funky looking root ball, and then he turned it, dude, and I was like, that is fucking beautiful. Like I'd never seen no shit like that before.
Yeah, I didn't know what kind of wood that thing was, and it was pretty gnarly. So and this guy didn't know it. Just they got it from his yard, and he's like, "Hey, you want to try this out?" Sure, And I had another piece, like a branch. And I spun a carver's mallet out of it, and I tell you what, man, that whatever it is, it's heavy and it's real dense. And that carver's mallet, I mean, someone breaking a house, you smack them with that, they're dead.
Bless, bitch.
Yeah, the reason that Rich was sharing that, Mike, while you were out for a second, I asked Rich, aside from pins, what's the most intricate piece that you've turned on the lathe? So that's why he was sharing that.
Gotcha. I could hear parts of
And
it on the live stream going in the car.
I appreciate you, Rich, for sharing that with all of us. That's pretty cool, man.
I do too, you dirty old man, you.
It was a bowl. I think or you saw it on my site, and that one had just different types of wood all segment. Probably a harder one for me to turn, but that one was just more of a how tough it was, sharp. It's all good. It's all fun.
This is the most intricate piece I've turned on the lathe.
Hey, you can't go wrong with the mallets. The one that Steve made me, I'm still knocking shit loose with it.
That's cool, dude.
I ain't even used this one yet.
Robert G made one too. Like the night he got his lathe, he made one. I think it was out of dogwood or something. And like for him using a mini lathe, man, he done like a really good job on it. He sent me a picture of it. Believe
I
it or not,
found
I
out.
have not turned a mallet yet. I made a few hammerheads on the lathe, but I haven't like made a mallet yet.
Mhm.
I
I
was
found
fixing
out.
to, and then I won this one, and I was like, that one that Steve sent me is perfect. So why would I even try to compete with it?
Robert says I've only turned mallets. That's okay, man.
The lathe that I ended up getting, once I looked up the model number, I couldn't find it because I think I got a 40-inch bed on mine. I can't remember what it was. But anyway, I couldn't find mine with a 40-inch length. I found out mine was a mini lathe that you can buy an extension for. So I got a mini lathe that just has I guess a 20-inch extension or whatever it is, maybe 25.
Oh, sorry about
You have chlamydia.
Yeah, my
Go ahead.
I was gonna say my Bauer extension. I don't know if that the support. I don't know if that even will open to what my extension is for my lathe. Um, I know that my extension will put it at 44 inches from 20,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know. I'm not even there yet, so I'm not worried about it. But when the time comes, I guess I'll see if it fits or not, and if it doesn't, I'll just get something else.
I'm really wanting to turn something right around 14 inches wide and 24 inches long that I can put a vase support on, and just I can't do that yet.
Yeah. The only reason that I can see myself using that extension is if I get into like table legs or really long spindles, you know. But even then, I'll have to get a duplicator, right? Or else it's like kind of like pointless, really. You know.
There's guys that can make 4 of the same things on the lathe without a duplicator.
That's wild skill, dude.
But these are guys that's all they do is lathe work.
I cheated like hell whenever I had an order where they all had to be exact. I went in my laser engraver and I cut the half profile template the way I could hold it against it to see if it was bumping against it. And I could shave it down. It's the Frankenlathe duplicator.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. There's a guy in England, I think, that he does spindle turning. I mean, that's his job. And this guy, man, with a skew is unfreaking believable. And he
I
does
know who you're talking about. I was watching that guy recently, and I was like, holy shit.
and fast at it. I mean, he just doesn't miss.
Yeah, dude.
It's
It
just
is.
skew.
It's probably the same dick I seen turning that egg the other day.
That's him.
I've been trying to turn an egg, like the perfect egg. I mean, I can turn an egg shape, but I want to do like a smooth finished egg.
Well, you need to do the try the shadow technique. You know what that is?
I gotta plug in
Nope.
my charger.
I'm
So,
new to all this, man. I have no idea what it is.
so what I did for my first egg, and it was and actually another guy who taught me this. Whatever size egg you want, have on a piece of paper, like draw it out. You know what I mean? And then set it underneath the piece that you're turning. Have a light above it, and as you're turning, the shadow of the wood, as soon as it matches the shadow to the lines of the egg, you'll be there.
I've never thought of that. That is a genius
Man.
idea. Like, I may do that. I watched this dude the other night with just a skew, and it took like 10 seconds.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He knocked the egg out of, like, I think it was cherry, like a crazy grain piece of it. And, dude, it was just like, and it was smooth. There was no sanding. His skew was crazy. And the past 3 times that I've been turning since I watched that video, I have not touched a carbide tool. I've been out here sharpening my my gouges and just using gouges. I want to get to that level where I can just be like a damn samurai with a damn skew.
Yeah, and it's when it literally takes me longer getting the pin blanks ready to go. I have and to be honest, I don't do funky pins with all these things because I want to be able to use the pin. So mine's just pretty much a cigar pin, and I can I whip them out on the skew 6 minutes, and
Shit.
at the but like that guy, like doing the egg, I ain't doing that. Let me tell you that. But
He was phenomenal.
once you get that, like that, and look it up too, just so you know, kind of get a visual on with that shadow technique. But once you get that, start, you know, you'll just get it by.
I'm drawing one out tonight. I'm going to cut me a piece of wood that I can set right over the frame there, that I can just put photos on from now on to match it up. That's the smartest shit I've heard.
So you can use the shadow technique with anything as long as you have the light casted down on it.
I'm assuming the light's got to be directly above it, though, right?
Yeah.
I got an LED I can wire up. I'm making a boom arm.
So you're using like a piece to like mock another piece through a shadow? Is that what you're saying, or what are you guys talking about? Sorry, I missed everything.
Mike was talking about, we were talking about that English guy that made that egg in like 10 seconds. And I told him the first time I ever did one, a friend of mine who's a great lathe guy, and he said, do the shadow technique. I was like, what's that? And you like draw an egg, white piece of paper, however size you want, as long as the wood can, you know, is a little bit than the outside diameter. Set it underneath the wood, put a light above it, and as you're going, you'll see the shadow cast down. And once you get to that egg profile to where the lines are, you're done. It's kind of like yeah, I call it the shadow technique.
Wow, that's freaking cool, man.
Yeah, I'd never thought of that. That is like
That's
genius.
badass.
You know, and then like Jeff S just said, you know, you can duplicate, like, you know, with cardboard templates, things of that nature, because you know, eggs Easter are real big. I've had people, you know, hey, can you make me some? Can you make me some? Can you make me some? I'm just like, yeah, I'm not doing that right now because other things. I just don't have the time, fortunately.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm going to be going down. I got to go next month, middle of next month. My son's wedding out in Raleigh, North Carolina, and then after that, I'm going to Panama, and I'm going to come back, and then from there, I got to go to Japan, and then from Japan, Italy to Spain, and then Spain here. So it's going to be adventurous.
Damn, what the hell?
What kind of shit are you into, Rich?
You fucking spook! You can't take out a fucking diplomat or something? Don't be talking to me.
No, man, just government contractor, buddy.
Yeah, that's what they all
awesome,
say.
dude.
I sell refrigerators. Next thing you know, you're gagging out some diplomat with a piano wire. I've read Tom Clancy books.
Not me. Not me.
I don't know if you guys got in here on the last live or not, but Jeff S is here in the chat, and he's a hell of an influence. Super smart guy, super intelligent especially when it comes to lathing and stuff like that. He showed me how to use a Japanese pool saw as a parting tool.
Yep.
While the lathe's running.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I feel like a fucking samurai, dude. Hold that bitch upside down, put it up against it, it just goes right the fuck through it.
In all that black walnut that I bought, there was a bunch of most of it's 5/4 by 8 wide, but there's a shit ton of it that's 3.5 by 3.5 square posts, and I've wasted just about all of it trying to learn how to use that fucking lathe.
Hell yeah. That's cool, man. That's awesome. I bet you had fun, though.
Oh yeah, I enjoy the hell out of it. What I don't enjoy is where I don't have a mask to go over my face. I need
Tastes
something
funny,
to
don't it?
cover my damn neck. That shit goes all in around my shirt and shit, and I'm itching and squirming around.
You make a big mess in your shop, that's for sure.
Oh, dude.
Fuck it.
I know, right? Mine's still there. I'm like, forget it.
So we had the village cleanup going on this week. It's like 3 days where they bring in like dumpsters and park them down at the end of town or whatever, and like you just take whatever down there. I'm pretty sure you could drop off a dead body if you had to, as long as you're willing to yeet it in a fucking dumpster. They don't fuck with you. And they bring in like these big semi-trailer dumpsters. So where we just had the house and everything put in here, the demo guy left a bunch of shit. So like 5 truckloads into it, I get everything done, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta clean out the shop. There was so much sawdust that I literally just laid down a big ass gray tarp outside the doors, weighed it down with bricks, and fucking went in here with the air compressor and blew everything out the front door. It was like 280 pounds of sawdust and maybe a few pieces of wood in it.
Last weekend, I took off. I got the 42 or 45 gallon trash bags that I get from Lowe's. I had 8 of them full of sawdust. My both dust collectors
God
were still
dang,
full.
8?
The floor
Fucking
was
shit,
still
Bobby.
full. I took it all to the dumpster where I work, the warehouse where I'm in, where my shop is at work. Behind it's a dumpster. Well, we very rarely use it because we'll load the truck down and just go straight to the landfill. So I went and put all that sawdust in that dumpster. I'll be a son of a bitch. The next morning, he got a couple guys to come down there and just pick up a bunch of loose shit. And he's like, yeah, y'all can take it up there and put it in that dumpster. And I'm standing there the whole time twiddling my thumbs like, fuck. They go out there and lift the lids on that dumpster, and they couldn't put none of it in there because of all that sawdust. They come back and told him, said, that dumpster's full. He said, full of what? He said, big black trash bags of sawdust. He looked straight at me. He said, I wonder where that came from.
The Filipino kids.
I was going to clean today, and I come down here and looked at it and was like, fuck it. Which today's the first day that I've got to be in the shop in the last week and a half.
Really?
I've been busy as hell, man. Work, had to put a new transmission in my truck, new front end, working on the wife's car. The appraiser came and appraised the house yesterday, so I had to go around the house before that and tighten up a lot of loose ends, and just been busy as hell.
He been fucking with that lathe. Don't let him lie.
When I can.
He been fucking with that lathe.
I'm sure he has. That's awesome.
Listen, you should have seen the appraiser yesterday. Like, the house and outside spotless. You come down to this shop and it looks like a fucking grenade went off. And I'm up in the living room and she comes in and she's talking about how nice the house looks and this and that and everything else, because I completely remodeled the inside of the upstairs. And she's like, now, is this the door to go down to the basement? And I said, yeah, but enter at your own risk. And I said, I hope you don't have no meetings or nothing to go to, because you're going to get dirty. She's like, oh, it ain't that bad. So we walked down here, and she never said nothing, but I could tell by the look on her face, like, what the fuck is this dude doing down here?
This is the weirdest meth lab I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Need to do a little spring cleaning in my shop. It's bad part is when it's nice out on the weekends, I go to the golf course, so I neglect the shop for cleaning. I'm like, yeah, I'll get it next week, and of course I don't.
That's my problem. I do the same shit, Rich.
I got sawdust in here because I turned a little bit the other night trying some new stuff. I'm making a toothpick after hearing Jeff talk about it. But I did get all the epoxy silly string out of here because that shit was annoying.
Well, I've come to realize my shop stays full of sawdust. Have 2 dust collectors, shop vacs, you name it, still get sawdust. It don't make a damn, which I'm running a part-time side business, whatever the hell you want to call it down here. So you're going to have sawdust, but getting on that wood lathe, I have realized I will accumulate more sawdust in half the time off of that damn lathe.
I didn't think anything could make more than the miter saw until I got into the lathing, and I'm like, oh god.
Yep.
And I'm not good enough yet to make like just the straight ribbons like the pros.
Yeah, they're using green wood when they do that. It's wet.
Yep.
No, that's probably why I'm not making ribbons in.
And
I don't have anywhere to set green bowls and let them dry.
And I've done some bowls like that, and the thing is that you gotta kind of get them to a shape, and then you put them in um, um, grocery bags, like the paper ones with sawdust in there, and you got to weigh that bowl, and you got to let that thing dry and weigh it every month. And once it kind of peters out to the same weight, then you go and you finish it off on the lathe. But yeah, it's fun.
I do know this. I love the way epoxy looks when it's done. I absolutely hate turning that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It did when you get the spitters on the cylinders, or it just hangs up there. It's like, God almighty.
I'm looking forward to that. I can't wait to put my epoxy company sponsor to use, man. I'm gonna freaking use that code I got.
I'm
Shit.
trying to get one of these fools to send me some stuff. I got a real badass idea. There's a reason why I'm trying to make an egg. I want to get the egg shape down before I put the epoxy to it. But I got this thing in my head, kind of like a Fabergé egg.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I'm wanting to do like some crazy ass wood grain in it, like a burl or something, half burl, half epoxy. Turn it into an egg, make like a pedestal for it, and all that cool stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
I've got a shitload of epoxy, but I'm terrified to use it because I've never used epoxy before other than just coating something that I've done to get that glass look to it. And I'm scared to death to use a shit ton of epoxy and fuck up, and then it's all wasted.
Well, I will tell you this firsthand, sir. You are going to fuck some epoxy up. We all do. Anybody that's ever used it does it. There's like I've seen Blacktail Studios fuck up epoxy a bunch of times, and that guy's one of the greats. So,
John Malecki.
yeah, it's just you pour it too deep, you might get thermal cracking. If the temperature's not right, it's not going to cure right. If you don't mix it just right, it's not going to cure right. It's really a temperamental bitch. But man, if you can do it and not have a bunch of bubbles in it or bubbles trapped on like the top of the mold or in between the wood and stuff like that, I've seen some people do some crazy stuff with it. Like I've seen people take like a burl of wood and attach like moss to it and stuff like that. Then like little stones to make it look like a walkway. Then pour clear epoxy on it. Then turn that and make it look like a snow globe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just they can do crazy stuff with it, but it's temperamental as hell.
That cup that I turned on the lathe that I sent you a picture of, I was proud as hell of that. I was going to make a handle. I was going to turn a couple round blanks, about a half-inch round, and I was going to make me a handle to go on it. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to drink out of this son of a bitch too. I put it back on the lathe. I was like, I'm going to put some epoxy on it and make it shine and all this shit. I fucked it up.
I fucked it up.
It's a pencil holder now.
It's a pencil holder now. You funneled it, didn't you?
Yep.
Like my biggest complaint from the people at the show today, like they're like, "Can you make a bigger bowl?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm working on that with the whole lathe thing." And then the same lady walks back like 10 minutes later, and she's like, "Hey, have you started on that bowl yet?" And I'm like, fucking here? No, I haven't. And she's like, "Oh, I thought you'd already started on it." And I was like, "What the fuck am I dealing with here?"
Damn, that's fun.
They're like, just I don't know if they think that like I've got them in the truck and like I can just go there and wheel them out real quick, or I'll send the wife to go pick one up for me.
I'll tell my wife to jump on the lathe.
I wish my wife would come out here and get on the lathe.
That'd be crazy. That'd be cool.
My cousin called me this morning, and he's in a motorcycle club, and he's like, "What kind of stuff can you make with our club logo on it?" And then a couple I won't go into no detail because I don't even know if I'm allowed to be talking about it. But there's some particular stuff that they want on these products, and I'm like, "Well, what are y'all doing?" And he's like, "Oh, this is what we're going to do. They got to pay like $500 for some type of license." and they're having 2 big events. One will be in May and one will be in either July or August. And he's like, there's going to be thousands of people there. He's like, there's going to be different chapters from all over the United States. And he's like, whatever you make, he said, if you don't make it specifically for this chapter, you just put the club logo on it and these certain patches. He said, every member from every club across the states will buy it. And he's like, you build up a bunch of this shit, I'll take it with me, I'll sell it. And he said, I'll give you 75%, the club will keep 25%. I'm like, all right, so that's what my next big feat is finding a bunch of shit that I can make that I think that a bunch of bikers will buy.
Tire thumpers. They like those.
Jeff said, "Don't do it. I lost half my shop that way, Michael." That's cool that your wife turns, though, Michael.
That's pretty cool.
Kind of jealous.
Not me. She'll put me on a cleaning schedule then.
Oh God, my face is on fire.
He says my shop's like my closet. It just keeps getting smaller. Don't worry, Jeff. I don't have a lot of closet space either.
I got 3 drawers and part of a rack.
Yeah, me too.
She beats
Hell,
me.
that's all I need.
Just give me a lot of shirts. I'm a shirt dude, so.
Yeah, I'm a shirt dude too, and a hoodie dude in wintertime.
I'm a sucker for long sleeve Carhartts, man.
That's what.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
those are nice. Those are nice.
That they don't pay me, and they sent me a couple shirts, and I wear them all the time. But those fucking Bokomau flannels, man.
Those are nice.
Dude, those are comfortable as shit.
Those are real nice.
Yeah, like I can wear those outside and like without a jacket. I like those. And I'm kind of a fucking sucker for flannel, anyways.
I like flannel too.
I used to wear flannels all the time.
Yeah, I like. I don't normally wear jackets at work. I'll wear my flannel. I'll wear like an Under Armour shirt and then a shirt and then flannel if it's like super cold, you know. Which it doesn't get like super cold here, but I shouldn't even be saying anything because I'm in like the CC region.
27 degrees when I set up for the event this morning.
I was wearing those flannels and shaver, Mike. He's all, you lying bastard.
It snowed, and he's like, "What the fuck is this shit?
What is this?
Die!
Flip out, man!"
Freaking out, man.
It's cold as hell here today too.
Well, you ain't that far from me.
It's fucking. I woke up this morning and went outside because it was decent yesterday.
Yeah.
I went outside. I was like, "What the fuck,
dude?" This event takes up like an entire side street between like 2 main streets. Later, Frank. So
Later, Frank.
Last year I went to it and we set up, and it was all right, man. I was rolling around in a t-shirt, rubbing shoulders, like networking with people, selling stuff, having a grand old time. And then like I got there today, and when we set up, like it was just bastard cold. You could feel it like down to the bone, like 27 degrees. And my wife was like, I'm going to the car. I'm just going to go sit in the car until the sun comes around. It's horrible. Supposed to hit 90 and then back to low 80s and high 70s. Fuck you.
Damn. Yeah, we had last weekend, it was like 84, and then all this week it's been in the 30s, 40s. I'm just like,
it's gonna be
nonsense.
It's gonna be a rough summer here, man. As far as heat wise, it gets hot here. It gets like 100 for like consecutive days.
Dude,
it's not fun when you got your heavy ass fucking bags on.
During the summer, it'll pop off and we'll get like 95 to 100 degree days all throughout Appalachia. But you can also be like 2 days later and you walk outside and like, fuck, it's my jacket.
Yep. I would be cold with 60 degrees all year round.
Oh, dude, those SoCal carpenters are loving it, dude, when they have their bags and harnesses on. Still in the 70s. Over here, it gets hundreds. You're like, God, it sucks, dude. Oh, it sucks. Wearing 75 pounds of gear is not fun when it's super hot. And you're climbing walls and dumb shit like that. Anyway.
I wore Kevlar and a duty belt, regardless of the temperature, for 13 years. It was exactly 36 pounds of shit that I had to carry around on me. And I had to wrestle with crackheads and everything else. So, yeah.
I know a friend of mine's, he was a cop for a long, long time, and they wear a lot of gear, dude. A lot of gear. You'd be surprised. People don't understand. Like, he just was explaining to me how much gear he wears, and I was like, damn, dude.
Yeah, you got like 20-some pounds strapped around your waist at all times. That's if you carry the minimum amount of shit.
Yeah. You definitely know what I'm talking about.
Yep. Like I've told you all before, like whenever I was on the walking all that shit, like I had to wear a breacher's rig. Like everyone else was running around in like these super cool, like just regular Black Hawk style vest or whatever, and I had the thing that had like the collar around it and the pauldrons and the big nut guard that dropped down in front of you. It looked like you're wearing bomb disposal gear. So yeah, it was pretty hectic running through like shittiest of houses there was, like where they don't care about AC because they're all glazed on their fucking nuggets, smoking out of a light bulb in the back room.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. But you know, what's crazy is that the wearing that gear and then someone takes off running and these dudes are like right on them and catching them. And
I can't say that. I can run for a fat kid.
Yeah.
Like not real far. The winding will get to me. But if I catch you within 100 yards, I've got an ass beating I brought with me.
Hell yeah.
I hear there had a guy here in my little area riding a bicycle down the main road, my main road, and he was wanted out of Virginia for like a murder or something, and the police rolled up.
Oh, shit.
Deputies here did, and one out of her hair, and the kid was trying to. Oh yeah, pizza. And this dude
I was just snacking.
Roddy kicked the ditch, and they hung him up, and of course out here they put it on Facebook. They'll put the mugshot on there, and this dude looked like redheaded Beavis.
Redheaded Beavis.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, it was terrible, and of course, the comments were gold. They were like, who did he kill? His barber? I mean, it was just. When other deputies, they like to ride up around, and I talked to him, and I was like, oh yeah, man, that guy that chased the dude down here on foot, and knocked the kid off the bike. He goes, oh yeah, that dude is like he does like marathons, like the 5. And he said the funny part is no one knows that he ran next to the guy. He looked at him. He said, either pull over, I'm going to kick you off the bike because I can do this all day. And the kid looked at him and tried to pedal faster. And I kicked him off the bike. I was like, man, that's gold.
He fucked around and found out. Like, yeah, we would like whenever we had like new guys come onto the department, like we knew we were going to work a shitty detail or whatever. I was like, I want that little skinny fucker to work with me. Boy, I was like, because I know his ass can run. Just chase him down. I'll handle it when I get there. You just got to knock him down for me, buddy. I'll be there in a minute.
If you see me running, there is something terribly fucking wrong.
Shit has gone awry.
There's my buddy. My buddy's in here. Everybody say hello to Son of a Carpenter. That's the guy whose channel I shared earlier on Instagram.
All right, what's up, man?
What's up, Luis?
His name's Luis. All right, I got a name now.
Luis,
Ugh.
In and Out is the best. The burger joint.
Yeah, I got a shake too.
I tell you
You
what,
gotta shake.
every time I go to Cali, that's the first place I hit.
Man, I ran across a place. It's a little mom's and pop's place. It's been in business since the late 30s. And it ain't but like 2 miles away from my house. Never in a million years knew the place was there. Well, they have their own farm. They raise their own cows, all that stuff. And then they make burgers, hot dogs, all that stuff. And so I come across the place. I went in and got a cheeseburger and a fry and instantly was hooked on their cheeseburgers. So every Thursdays are my Fridays at work. So every Thursday, that's where me and the guy that I work with go to eat.
Oh, you got a YouTube channel too, brother?
Look at this fucker go. Luis is big dick in the locker room, man.
Hey, everybody check out Luis's YouTube channel.
What is it? Son of a carpenter.
Yep. Let's go show him some love. Show my boy some love. I'm gonna share your channel on Facebook and Instagram too.
Yeah, I just subbed to him.
I didn't know you had a YouTube, Luis.
He didn't want to fucking tell you, Ryan.
You should have told me, brother.
I just subbed to him too.
Thanks, guys.
Son of a carpenter.
Yeah.
I doubt that you're a dude named Umba Lumba. I'd put the wrong shit in here or something. Shit has gone awry. Hold on. Son of a Carpenter 7. Yeah, that's probably why I couldn't find it.
You getting love on the Bearded Viking Facebook group, Luis?
There we go. Oh, he's like a real carpenter. Like, he built shit.
Yeah, I'm a real carpenter too.
Talk about me. I'm not a real carpenter.
too.
I'm hiring Amish fuckers to build my shit.
Bullshit, you are a real carpenter, man.
No, fuck no, bub. I build small things, maybe some big things, but they're intricate.
I saw that.
Go ahead.
You sucker! I saw that intricate trim you did on your wall for your wife. That's carpenter shit.
Every once in a while, she touches my downstairs, and she told me to.
You ain't got to lie, Craig.
Fuck that, dude. I'm getting those little peg pounding sons of bitches in here with their Yoder beards, and they can build me some shit.
Their Yoda beard.
I am not a carpenter. My hats are off to you guys.
Hell yeah.
If you can woodwork, you can do carpenter work.
Fuck that. You want me to build a desk or a table? I'll do it. You want like some boxes or some bowls? I'll do it. You want a fucking hideaway box that you can hide your dope and your fucking gun in? I'm your guy. You want a deck? You best call somebody else.
You best call somebody else.
No, I could do it. I'm just not great at it. By any fucking chance whatsoever.
Shit, I love building decks. Are easy money.
Hell yeah.
I'm
too meticulous on shit, dude.
Well, that's where the woodworking part comes in. When you're framing, you're doing framing carpentry or whatever. Now, finished carpentry, you'll be meticulous, but when guys work with me and stuff, they'll be like, well, 1/8 inch don't matter. And I'm like, it does to me. You know what I'm saying? It pisses a lot of people off that works with me whenever we're doing carpenter work because I'm so meticulous over certain shit.
When I go to buy a tape measure, there are two things that I do. I hold the one that I'm willing to buy in my hand. Then I take the one right behind it. I don't care what store I'm in, and I throw it up in the air as hard as I can. When it hits the ground, if it doesn't shatter, I move on to step 2. I'll open it and see how small the increments go down to. And if they don't go down below 1/8 of an inch, I won't buy it.
Yeah, same here.
If,
I can't do that shit, dude.
whenever we're on a job, people will now the old Stanley power locks, the old silver Stanley power lock 25 35 foot tapes, I've been using them for years. But now if I'm building something, if it's my job and I got 3 guys working with me on the job, all of us are going to use the same brand tape measures. You
Yeah,
get in there
because
with 5 different tape measures and you're going to get 5 different measurements.
And if the
I
tab
was.
wobbles on the end, throw that son bitch away.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, you just got the key to my heart, bro. Those power locks are my jam.
The old
Mine
silver
too,
ones with the
Rod.
yellow label.
I
Yep.
even got this. I even got the 16 power lock from my shop.
Hey, have you
From
ever
Cision?
seen the 10-foot power lock?
Yes, I have.
Yep.
Yes, I have. I use it at work. I use a 35-foot power lock
Damn.
Now in my
because
shop, I
I
got the
do all
little.
the layout. I do all the layout for the jobs and the main building. So I have to have a good tape, that's a good tape measure. I don't care what
Yeah,
any of you guys say.
in my book, that's the best tape ever made. But now in my shop, I use a little 16-foot DEWALT tape measure. I have 2 of them, so if I misplace one, I can find the other one. But now, if you see me carrying a 35-foot tape measure around, please believe somebody is paying big money for whatever the fuck it is I'm measuring with it.
And it's got to have the press release on it.
No,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
I hate that shit.
Nope. Got to have that press release, man.
Very seldom do you see me even lock a tape down, unless I pull the tape out and I'm laying out a wall or
Yeah,
for whatever stuff
yeah.
like that. But now, if I'm just quick hitting 13, 16 inches on something or I'm checking something, I hate having to push that button to get the son of a bitch to come back in.
It's son of a bitch. I'm telling you right now, was one of the cheapest tape measures I ever found. It's got a 14-foot standoff, and it's got the press. It goes down to 16th of an inches, and I've launched this fucker off the back of a truck by accident before.
Hey guys, I got a bail. My wife is calling because well, she's getting ready to call. Looks like we got our house in Panama. So, oh
Hell yeah, dude! Congratulations.
God, and it's taking so daggone long. And Panama's beautiful, but I'm gonna tell you, if you want something there, that is not the place. It is just not the place. I mean, I said beautiful, cheap as can be, but good God, man, you go to McDonald's, it takes a burger because they're just on Panamanian time.
Panamanian time.
All right, guys, check out. You guys have a good one.
Later, bud.
Hey, Rich.
Later,
Love you,
Rich.
man.
Thanks for stopping by.
And I'll send you pics, Ryan, when I get that table done.
I
Yeah,
want you on
yeah.
top of the table with nothing but your chrome man fur.
Damn. Oh man, you guys are all.
Bunch of nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah. I got nothing.
I got nothing.
Later, guys.
Later, Rich. This, besides the Stanley Power Lock, this has become my favorite tape measure.
That's a good one.
I like the way it fits in my hand. It's solid little tape measure, man.
Hey, those big DeWalts.
Question.
There's a guy I work with, and when we get when you have any type of like hardware stuck in the wall that drops in, he uses that magnet, dude. I thought the Milwaukee's had the best magnet, but that damn DeWalt one with the magnet on it, Ooh, boy, that thing can pull out freaking piece of rebar, homie.
Did
This one
she
don't
make
have
you
a
the
magnet,
fucking Department
but
of Smiths?
The point being, those DeWalt tape measures are good.
the
I'm using
25 foot that I have, or either it's 30 foot, it's got a
with you.
magnet, and I
Can't
love
listen to
it.
sound though, okay?
What's going on, Vinny?
Hi.
Say hood rat shit. You ain't getting in trouble. Tell him, say hood rat shit.
No.
No? Okay.
Hey, did you tell your mom that he needs to get that bandsaw?
Hell no, he wouldn't partner up with me if he had to.
You got to partner up with your daddy.
He wasn't doing it, man. He was just letting me fucking suffer on that one, bro.
Glass is tearing up.
Did you get a scratch? You get that fucking with the turkeys?
What the heck, Dad? What the heck?
I'm a bad influence on that, bro.
I'm sorry. I hope your scratch isn't too bad.
Say it's just chlamydia.
No. I don't want to say any bad words.
You're not gonna say any bad word? You're fucking just a fun sucker today. You're usually talking mad shit, bro.
What the heck, Dad? What the heck is this?
That's a dick flute. It's purple resin. Leave it alone. All right, we're gonna try something here.
What the heck, Dad? What the heck?
Okay, stop. I'm gonna try to do some cool shit. Don't move. Hold that on your noggin. Feel like you're a space invader or something?
No.
Space Invader?
Jeff has to wear those to sleep because the flashbacks haunt him.
Really?
Yeah, dude, he's crazy like that, bro.
What the heck?
I know. Some deep shit.
And that's me, real.
Yeah, Jeff's real. All right, let me see if I can plug you in over here so you can watch some YouTube shit. I can talk to the boys.
And you'll leave, and I'll say nothing.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat hole. You keep talking that mad shit.
Let's be quiet.
You're gonna fuck around and find out today. Don't do that. All right, stop.
Don't make me.
Hush, Hank. All right, can you hear that guy talking?
Yeah,
All right,
just talking.
dinosaurs are up right there. Bring you over
I
here.
won't get that out.
Oh, you're fucking shit up already. All right,
What the heck? I didn't even do that.
you're good, homie.
I have my new shoes in here.
It's pretty cool new shoes. You watch dinosaurs. I'm talking to these assholes.
Give me butt.
All right, so
I can hear you too.
you hear me too on this?
Mhm.
Oh hell, we don't want you to hear none we're saying. We talk about some foul shit. You can't hear on here. You hear me talking beside you. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, I plan on doing some serious turning tomorrow. Like I've been smashing shit off that I know will sell for this event. But tomorrow I want to get to like some more in-depth stuff. Like I want to try to do like one of the inside out turnings and stuff like that.
Me too.
I seen the one that Josh, I think is his name, from Last Breath. He done one, but I've got some LED lights on some strips in there. I want to make like a desk lamp out of an inside out turning, but I want to burn the dog shit out of the end after I turn it and put it together and shape the outside so it looks like the lights burning the inside of the turning. I got some the bud vases that Michael Wilson sent me. I've got a few logs sitting over there, some smaller branches and stuff that I'm gonna turn some of those into. But that's sharp. Don't fuck with that. You'll cut your dick skins off.
No, I won't.
Yes, you will. I've seen you do it before.
I'll be right back. You say you cut your dick skins?
Cut your dick skinners off with that. That was fucking goofy, wasn't it? Don't cry. Don't cry. They'll think you're a girl. You punched me and it hurt your hand. Don't do that anymore. I'll rub it, you little soft ass. Stop it. But, okay, chill out. You're good. Dude, parent of the quick. Yeah, don't do that shit no more. But, like, I've really been studying how to get into, like, different kinds of turning and like different stuff I could turn. The eggs, man, I really want to do a Fabergé egg out of burl and resin to make like a cool stand for it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to turn a goblet. I want to do some segmented rolling pins, shit like that, and just.
I want to do a rolling pin.
Now I made that one rolling pin out of firewood, and it sold immediately as soon as I posted a picture of it. It was snatched up.
I don't think that my skills are quite up to par yet to make anything to sell. But the inside out turnings, when I first got that lathe, I got on, I think it's Papa 1947, or I can't remember what the hell his channel name is, but that's all he does is turn. And he does a lot of the inside out turnings, and that's really what I'm wanting to do.
I seen the one that Josh done, and it was super. It was really, really cool.
Yep.
But I can think of probably about 15, 20 different applications that I can use, like the egg and the inside out turning for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know about you, but we got these big ass like mosquito looking or pterodactyl looking mosquitoes around here.
Mm-hmm.
I want to snatch one of those up after they die and put it in like a big thing of piss yellow resin. And turn it down, and I want to make like the Jurassic Park dude's cane.
Hell yeah. I think what's getting me stuck on the lathe is I'm wanting to do so much different shit, and I just can't get locked in on one single thing. I want to do the pin kits. I want to do the live edge bowls like you do. I want to make me a fucking coffee cup, a nice one. I want to do the inside out turnings, and I'm just going to take my time and explore the lathe a little bit more and get good with them carbide chisels until I can afford me a set of nice ass gouges.
I've got my carbides, and I've got nothing against carbides. I've used my carbides forever. I always use both my carbides and my gouges. But I want to upgrade and get me an actual set of like the Hurricane brand gouges or something of quality. There you go.
Them Hurricanes are some money, bro.
Yeah, I just I'd like to do that. I think it was the one that I seen was like, what? You gotta stop doing that, homie. Look, you are fucking up in spades, little dog. Okay, I'll get it. Stop pressing buttons. I can't multitask. You're throwing me off. Ryan's over eating like a fucking gerbil, just shoving it in his face.
Making me hungry.
Make me horny.
Oh.
Nobody makes me horny. No, fucking shit, dude. God, I'm a horrible parent. Probably not even a good parent at this point.
I got me a sharpening system, Michael. I just picked it up a couple weeks ago.
Backtracking, you're funny, dude. My favorite tape measures from the one as seen on TV store.
From the as seen on TV stores. I see what he's saying now. There we go. Damn it now. See what you done when you went rubbing on my shit, boy?
Mike Wilson has been, ever since I got that lathe, he has sent me video after video on sharpening chisels, turning, what to do, what not to do. Like, I mean, he has sent a ton of information my way.
Oh yeah, he's good.
He's good people, man, and he knows what he's talking about. Like, obviously where he lives over in like Sheepfuckistan or whatever. We're on a time difference, and we usually converse through email, but he's straight up good dude. Yep, that's what I'm looking at, Jeff, is the Hurricanes. I noticed on my gouges, and it might just be me thinking weird, the backhand, like my far backhand, whenever I'm doing cuts on stuff, even when I don't have any chatter on the front of the blade, I'm getting chatter on the rear grip of the handle, almost like like it's cracked or it's loose or something like that. You gotta sit up straight, Bo.
I'm trying to, but I keep sliding.
That's because you're sliding down like a hobo that's drunk under a bridge.
Don't like the lick you.
Don't lick me. That's just weird. We're in a tool shed, man.
What the heck, dude?
Wolverine is a good sharpening system. I was just using the Hurricane on the video you watched. Okay. Sheep fuckistan.
Mike, the sharpening system that Michael Wilson and Jeff S. is talking about, is that anything like the one that I got that I sent you the picture of?
I don't think so. No, I think the one, I could be wrong about this. I think they're talking about the one where it's got like the pivoting arm where you can do like the
All right.
the edge of your spindle gouge and all that shit. You can set the different angles and bevels.
Yeah.
See, I lucked out. My neighbor, he's like, "Hey man, do you need this bench grinder with the smooth wheels on it? I just found it." He's like, "The switch don't work," and I was like, "I know a guy that can wire that shit." Now I start it with the end of a paintbrush, but it's good enough to like sharpen my shit and then take over to the diamond blocks I got.
I used about 72 belt grinder to sharpen everything.
Yeah, almighty.
That's a big belt grinder.
Big ass belt grinder.
Holy shit.
I know that David uses a polishing wheel.
Talking about Bearded Viking?
No, David or Ardito.
Ardito. Daniel, sorry.
Yeah. He like once he gets his profile on it, he won't put it on a diamond stone or anything. He'll take like a heavy gritted compound, put it on his wheel, and he just polishes it up until he gets a shine on it, and that's what he hits with.
I've definitely got to learn how to sharpen the lathe chisels because now plain blades, pocket knives, regular wood chisels, I can sharpen them to where they're surgically sharp. But now the wood lathe chisels, like gouge, stuff like that,
The heck?
I was going to attempt to try to sharpen the ones that came with my lathe, but I'm scared to death that I'm going to fuck them up.
Go to Harbor Freight and buy a set of those cheap ass chisels and start with those. And I mean, there are probably people that can tell you different than me. And the reason why I'm saying that is the Harbor Freight chisels, they aren't great the way they come.
Mm-hmm.
But you can kind of do what I done. I turned like one of the 1/4-inch fucking gouges. I can't remember what it was called. I watched a Wood by Wright video, and he shows how you can and that Solov or whatever. It's like I think a Czechoslovakian guy or something like that does a lot of turning.
Mm-hmm.
He shows you how you can put like the Irish wing style cut on the side of the gouge, and then the appropriate angle on it. And then like he does it literally on their gouges, and then sharpens them up. And man, it's awesome.
I'm definitely going to do something because the chisels that came with the lathe, I can tell where somebody had previously sharpened them. But the damn bevels, I don't know nothing about the bevels on lathe chisels, but I know enough to know that the bevel that's on them is not right.
It's a very upright bevel. They're usually, and I could be wrong on the exact numbers, like 50 to 55 degree or 50 to 60 degree, like almost like the end of your fingernail or the end of your finger.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like, me and Jeff were talking about the other day, there's like different kind of grinds and everything you can put on them where like one side's different than the other. You got like asymmetrical grinds and stuff like that. But you'll see it in the live tomorrow. I took one of the Harbor Freight gouges, grinded off a little bit on each side, gave it like the wing, gave it the fingernail profile, and brought it up on the front a little bit. And man, that thing fucking mows wood now.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude. And then I got them on Amazon for like $9. It's a red, a yellow, and a blue stick, and on the end of them they got different grits of a diamond sharpener. Because I seen them in that Wood by Right video, and you just match it up to the profile that you got on the edge of your gouge, and a few strokes with that, dude. Between what Jeff was telling me, what I seen on the Wood by Right video, and that Casalvi, whatever, I can't remember his name, you can turn some Harbor Freight gouges into some wood mowing shit.
Hell
and
yeah.
you don't get no tear out.
Jeff says he uses about a 50 to 55 degree.
There you go.
See?
You're good.
What the heck?
What's up, Timber? Fucking traitor.
Damn, Robert talked him right in here.
I helped out.
He's at a birthday party. So right now they're tying the fucking moose up to the tree so they can use it like a piñata.
Wait.
What?
You got a drink holder again?
No, that's just a can of wax I'm setting shit on, bro. Anything's a drink holder if you're brave enough. Even your mom's table. You should totally do that. Self-correcting error. Mommy will fly out of that room, drop an elbow on your ass, won't you? You don't fuck with mom's furniture, man. No feet on the couch, and we don't set shit down that ain't on the coaster. You get older, you want to take over the wood shop?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. He's like a little hesitant about it. He's like, I don't know, dude, it's pretty fucking dirty out here.
What
Now,
you're
Benny
doing with your son right now is what got me in the predicament that I'm in my shop right now.
Good.
Is me hanging out with my dad in his shop.
I hope that if he doesn't want to do this when he gets older, man, I completely understand that. But I can say I tried and I gave the opportunity. There's a lot of guys out there that don't have the option to do this, that don't have the chance to do this shit. And like Benny has got up on a milk crate, decked out in like stormtrooper safety gear before, like turning on the Franken lathe and shit like that. And he liked it a little bit. I made sure everything was round and secured good enough to where it wasn't going to fly off. But he was pretty fond of it. So he gets a little bit older. I don't care turning him loose around the shop. He's got his own hand tools, stuff like that.
All you got to do is spark that interest, man.
Man,
Heck
he builds and stuff like that. Like he's all the time building stuff. Like he's a badass with some Legos. You're over here, bro. I'll skip your ad for you. Don't touch the computer. You're fucking shit up like government work. There you go. But like at first I was kind of worried because he absolutely wanted nothing to do with it. I mean, but he still is like a 5-year-old boy. So if like it's nice outside, it's not cold as shit, and there's a mud pile for him to go fuck stuff up in. Yeah, he's definitely fucking hit that mud pile. He don't give a shit. If I'm building dinosaurs from scratch in here, he is fucking up that mud pit. Yes, Jeff, I know. I'm about ready to copy and paste the whole fucking chat. They're over there talking about bevels and shit, and the right way to do it. And
copy and paste.
I need to fucking read this later. That's my only beef with YouTube chat, dude.
That'd be cool if you could read them later.
Yeah.
I went and checked to see what the shipping would cost on that piece of wood to send to you. And I believe it ends up coming up to right exactly the same amount as what a FESTOOL domino will cost. And it's the last piece of burl wood of this type on the planet.
He's trying to get my FESTOOL domino out of me.
Fucking exotic, Ryan, is what he's trying to say.
So if I took a used FESTOOL for it, I would actually be losing.
Oh.
No, I've been extremely busy, brother. I'm gonna go tomorrow. As a matter of fact, if you don't care, send me a message. Send me your address or where you want it shipped to, and I can shoot you a price in the morning, because or not in the morning, Monday morning.
Yeah,
And
just take your time. Take your time. I just got wood for my
He's got
outfeed
wood.
table.
This fucker's got wood.
I got wood.
He's got wood.
No, I just got a bunch of wood for my outfeed table that I'm gonna be building very soon.
I stored all that black walnut in the shop down there where I work. This place is It's 4 stories tall, and I've got access to all of it. And I bought the walnut, put it on there. Then the guy on Marketplace had 420 board foot of white oak, 5/4 by 10 inches wide by 8 feet long for $400. So I started messaging him, talking to him, and I was
God, where
like,
are you
well,
finding all this shit, man?
the people that I have got this local wood from, these last 2 batches,
Our
are
tweakers.
guys that have their own band mill. And what I'm assuming is when Hurricane Helene or whatever the hell it was came through here, there was so many trees that got blew over that people were selling logs at first, and then there was so
Good.
many of them that people just started giving wood away. Well, these guys that have band mills that didn't have no logs went out and started getting up all this free wood, and they're selling the wood at stupid low prices because they don't have nothing in it. And but my supervisor down there at the shop told me, he's like, man, he's like, this ain't a lumber yard. I was like, not yet, it ain't. It's about to be.
So, I gotta go check out my local guy right out the road here. He's an older guy, and he stopped cutting wood about 5 years ago. But he's literally got an abandoned schoolhouse out here on his property, and he uses that to store all of his wood and his shit. Where I got all this walnut at, I'm really wanting to see if I can get some cedar, man. I want to turn some crazy ass cedar bowls. There's a dude here local. His name's Jeff Yamanaka. He used to be like the athletic coordinator for like Oregon State or some shit. And like this guy is a straight up badass on a bowl. Before I got into YouTube, like I just met this guy by chance and he was messaging me. And like he was giving me pointers and tips like Jeff does. And that was what got me to where I could even turn a bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's got a photo on his page, and it's just his Facebook. It's the base of a cedar tree where the roots and shit are, and he made the hollow indent of the bowl like on the bottom where the roots are.
Mm-hmm.
How it tapers up. Man, it's got like all the curves of the roots and everything where it goes to the ground. It is the coolest looking bowl I've ever seen. I just want to make one for the house.
Hell yeah.
I've always liked cedar. I like the colors in cedar. You can't really eat out of it, but cedar's awesome on anything except for fence pickets.
Yeah. See, I'm wanting to find some cedar. Like, that's the only type of wood that I can never get my hands on. And I'm not talking like fence picket cedar. I'm talking about the real deal cedar. Like when you cut it, you got red dust all over the shop.
I've
That's
got
the type of cedar I want.
2 logs of it sitting behind the building.
Now, I've got 4 logs of it, but they're only like 36
Yep.
inches long by 8 inches round. And I haven't done shit with, but I want some stock of cedar wood, and I want to start
Love you
building
too, man.
cedar hope chests. I thought about making some of them Bible boxes that I do out of cedar, but I can never get my hands on it.
So I've got 2 10-foot logs, and I think they're both off the same tree. That's probably about a foot in diameter across.
Hell yeah.
So I could make some pretty good sized bowls out of them, and they would actually work on the lathe I got. And they've been sitting out here behind the shed out of the weather, so they might actually be dry. They've been down for 2 or 3 years, and the guy gave them to me way before I ever started woodworking. Yeah, you can hear me, but can you hear these guys? No, you can't. Don't lie.
What got me is I wanted to do some of the live edge bowls that you do, and I have got a fuck ton of firewood outside, curly maple, white oak, cherry, all kinds of different stuff outside. But I had sold my bandsaw because I wasn't using it to get that big ass Delta dust collector. And now that I got the wood lathe, now I need another bandsaw.
At the dump yesterday, whenever I was dumping off all these loads, it's crazy once you start like woodworking how you'll like notice shit that like normally you would have drove by. So I pulled up in the dump in like the '98 Chevy, like the badass that I am, and I look over and this fucking dude has got a trailer, a 16-foot trailer, hooved, fucking hooved with hollow log. And I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And as I got closer, I was like, that is maple. Yes, here we go. And as I got closer, I was like, hey, buddy, how long's that maple tree been down? He's like, lightning struck it about 2 years ago, and it's been dead, and pretty sure it's rotten. I'm like, fuck, let me look at it. It had a burl on the side of it.
Damn.
I took a burl off with a hatchet. It's probably about that big, and probably about, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches thick. It still needs some time to dry, but I'm going to do some shit with it.
Heck yeah.
My wife and one of my buddies that I ride around with a bunch, they get all crazy because we'll be riding down the road and I can see a black walnut log laying out in the field somewhere. It's been cut down. I'm like, damn, I'd like to have that black walnut log. And they're like, nobody else on the planet would notice that shit. Me and my wife would be riding down the road and I'll be like, look at all that damn good lumber laying right there. They're just letting go to waste. And she's like, nobody else cares about that shit. I was like, I guarantee you anybody that works with wood that rides by, they care about that shit.
Oh, yeah. That was one of the best parts when I was working for the county, when I was driving around all these back roads and shit. Like, you'd see felled trees that people were like, oh, it's just in the way. I want to get up here. And then they would cut it down. And I'd be like, oh, damn, look at the growth rings in that one. So you could go up to these people and be like, hey, what are you going to do with that log? And they were like, I don't know. When are you going to haul it off? And I'd be like,
right now.
I'll be back. There's been so many times that I had fucking chunks of log laying in the back seat of a police cruiser and had to go arrest somebody.
Which now, one of my buddy's dad just bought one of the, what is it called? The Northwood or something bandsaw sawmill. And I called him when I found all that white oak, I called him to check with him, see what he had before I made an hour trip. And he's like, I have no oak. He said, I got a shit ton of pine. And he's like, but now look, he said, any logs that you can get, he said, if you can get them out here to me on truck, trailer, whatever, he said, I will saw them up for you and you won't have to pay me a dime, just so he can get the experience on the band mill. So now I'm especially looking everywhere I go now for logs.
Hell yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. I love it when you come out here too, Peckerhead. We got to get you some different footwear. I don't think Crocs in the shop are appropriate.
LJ Woodworks. I've been watching some of his videos. He's a decent woodworker too. He's real good.
Yeah, I watched his live the other night, and then I popped in with him and Vineyard the other night to explain the challenge.
This is my challenge. Did I win?
Well, we haven't submitted it yet.
I'm fucking with you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for my challenge. I've saved some resin for it. If I can get the egg thing down, I'm gonna do some off the wall shit. Like, it might involve some bones. It might involve some wood, some resin, some brass inlays. Like, I want to do something crazy.
Mm-hmm. I want to try some epoxy resin. And I watched a guy the other day. This was on a Facebook reel. He took a chunk of black walnut and he took a dovetail bit and cut grooves in it with a dovetail bit, then put, I think, maybe maple or ash or something in a nice contrasting wood in it. Then took a dovetail bit, a smaller dovetail bit, and went through that and put a different type of wood in it, and then put it on the lathe and turned it. I had to cut. I didn't get to watch to see what he was actually making, but from just watching him work with it on the lathe, what little I got to see, it looked pretty crazy.
What are you knowing? I'm typing, not even on your screen, homie. Yeah, dude, you can turn plywood.
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 Oh yeah,
I
I've
watched
seen
a
that
dude
before.
turn plywood and resin the other day to make like this ball looking thing. Shit was crazy looking.
There was a guy on YouTube. This has been probably 6 years ago. I got hooked on watching him, and that's all he did was lathe turning. But I can't find him now. His name is Matt something. I can't remember what the name of his channel was. But now he was an awesome wood turner too. But I can't find his channel now. I don't know if he's deleted it or what.
Ardito? Is that what you put?
Yeah, Wilson said, has anyone seen David's wood turning video, latest video? The vase with the mashup blew up. So I didn't know Ardito posted one. I'd sure as hell been on it.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm really thinking about beating you up a lot. Not right now, bro. I wouldn't beat you up right now in front of everybody. There's witnesses. But I am going to help you out here so you quit sliding around. Yeah. Well, we got two chairs right here. One for you.
I'll tell you something that I would like to do with plywood. I watched Bourbon Moth's video where they made the scales for the bourbon blade out of plywood. Have you seen
Okay,
that,
bro.
Ryan?
The scales?
Okay, don't touch it.
Where he
The
came
business
out
so you
with the
don't touch your
bourbon
balls.
blade. There was some guy that he had come on his channel. I can't remember what his name is,
Oh,
but he takes,
Michael Alm.
that is his name.
Yeah.
They take and cut edgeways and make different designs with the layers of the plywood. They make veneer, whatever you want to make out of them. But I want to get into that and make some handles for some stuff that I have in the shop out of the designed plywood.
Yeah, Michael has some crazy. He's called the Plywood King.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I think he has a ton of different designs, which are all just really extravagant.
No.
I'd probably fuck that up in a heartbeat.
It's a lot of layering.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, if they pull it off, it looks phenomenal.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta, keep doing it until you get, to a point where you can, get there.
I'm a firm believer that you can make anything cool look cool if you want to put the time and love into it. Like, I've watched a whole bunch of those little barefooted bungy fisherman dudes turning shit that looks like it's strapped to a fucking brush hog. And they're like gluing up pallet wood and shit while I'm laying awake at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're like just tearing it up. And like, I mean, I don't know where they're getting their pallets at, because if the pallets over here look like that shit, I'd be all over it.
No shit.
Like, they got like some shit over there figured like nobody's else's business. I was like, what kind of fucking wood is that?
Now,
Every time.
Go ahead.
No, it was just gonna be off on some tangent. I was gonna say, speaking of pallet wood, whatever happened to Jasper Makes? I haven't heard from him in a long time.
I watched. I think he's doing a remodel on his house or something. I don't know. I woke up in the middle of the night the other night and seen his. He made a video and put it out and said, "I found there, nobody will ever see it." Blah 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 blah. Where he was remodeling a room in his house or some shit. I can't remember. But I like Jasper Makes.
Me too. He's pretty good.
Yeah, he's got some cool stuff.
But
he's probably. Huh?
Yes.
Oh, I was just gonna say he's probably the most successful person on YouTube that makes 2-hour videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you can watch his 2-hour videos. You get on a lot of 2-hour videos, and you get 30, 40 minutes into
What's
it.
up, Elegant?
Like, fuck this
Hold on.
shit. But then you get into like Jesper Makes or there's another one. What's his name?
Oh,
Anyway,
Michael said he just dropped a video 2 days ago. I guess I don't know. I hadn't seen like in 2 months since he posted it on his like house he was rebuilding or something.
He made
yeah,
a 10-hour video.
That's
I'll
the
watch
one
that
that I'm
right
talking
through.
about.
He made a 10-hour video, Michael.
That's what he says.
Wow,
There you go.
that's
Damn,
wild.
I ain't got the time. I'll have to watch that in sections.
It'd take you 6 months.
There you go. I didn't know the volume came off, bro. I'm sorry.
But you watch a lot of these big time craftsmen on YouTube, like John Malecki, Bergermoff, Blacktail Studios, especially a lot of guys that work with resin. And what some of their most famous videos or some of their most unique pieces are usually mistakes, where they've made a mistake and it's ended up being something that was absolutely beautiful. And then they ended up making thousands of dollars off of the video alone, not to mention what they made off of the piece.
Yeah, I think, man, it's for me, it's tough to beat Eric Curtis. He's pretty good, dude.
Eric, what's the name of his channel?
And Curtis, he's like really good. He's one of those ones for me that's like just, man, he'll knock out like the most intricate piece in like a week. Just like when Jason does something. They just have a lot. I mean, if you're a pretty good woodworker, you can knock out like a real intricate piece of furniture or like a detailed piece in a week. I mean, if you know, but a lot of people can't do that because they're not full-time content creators and woodworkers. So like it's tough, you know. Like
Right.
you've seen guys like Padula. It takes him like 4 months to do a video. It's just because it's real intricate. You know, it's
I
just one of
love
things.
watching Padula.
Yeah, Padula's.
That guy's work. Have you seen the desk that he made where the top slides on in a dovetail? The legs
Yes,
slide on in a dovetail. I look at that stuff and I'm
he's
like,
good, dude.
man,
He's good.
I wish my
Yeah,
mind worked the way his did.
Trying to find old boy here so I can give you his actual channel name. Like the guy, he's a badass. Like if you can get over the accent.
Padula has an accent, kind of. It's like a kind of like a British accent, I think.
Oh no, this dude is straight up spitting Sputnik on me.
Padula, I watched a video where he talked in it, and he said that a lot of people on YouTube is all about the attention on themselves, and he wanted all the attention from his views to be on the piece that he's working on, and he said that's why he wears the mask and keeps his face covered through 90% of his videos. You don't hear him talk that much in them.
Yeah. Some people just have a different approach. They just don't want to be, you know, they want to showcase their product in the video, not themselves.
Did you see? Did you see the last time the Samurai Carpenter was on YouTube when he went live?
Yes.
I couldn't believe that shit, man. I was like, man, you can make all this beautiful furniture. What the fuck? If I had the skill and the tools that man had, I'd be producing shit right and left.
He's struggling, man. He's
hate it,
struggling.
too.
And it's the crazy part is like the crazy part is that like how much courage it took for him to admit that. I mean, the guy received like 25 grand from that.
Damn.
What happened? Hold on.
So the Samurai Carpenter, he's been struggling a lot. Like he's pretty successful.
Uh-huh.
You know,
yeah, that's either.
But he has a lot of mental struggles, you know, that he's really kind of showcased in the last like 6 to 8 months on his channel. You kind of slowly been seeing more of it. Well, he went live like 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, right, Chase?
Yeah.
And he said he's like you know, I've been struggling and stuff like that mentally, and like, you know, I there's not a lot to smile about. And he's like, my 20th anniversary is coming up with my wife, and things aren't really going that well with YouTube, and it's tough for me. It's tough to like make it with my family. And he like there was like tons of people just on the chat alone. I don't know, like just on the chat alone, he was given like 10 grand.
Wow.
Damn.
So he probably made upwards, like, and he had like a GoFundMe account, and I'm pretty sure he made like probably between 25 and 30 grand. I was like, wow, dude, that's crazy, you know?
I think that I've accumulated about $7, maybe 10, in my live chats turning. And I felt like I was shitting in tall cotton, dude. I was like, fuck yeah, Daddy's in the big house.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's a good thing that he can be able to feel like he can share that with people, but it's also like it's a wild thing, man. I don't know. It would take a lot for me to be able to share something that personal.
Yeah. He was
you know,
crying and everything on there.
Yeah, especially with
yeah,
like YouTube, man. It's out there at that point.
yeah, and my only thoughts were like, I was watching his whole videos when he was like building his part of his cabin on like that lake. He had like lakefront property. I'd watch those videos, and he was just like, he had talked about how he sold his house, and like he like put a lot of money away, and like they got their dream property, and he was gonna build it and stuff like that. And then he started like, on his videos, I just saw him slowly buying, like, he bought a boat, and then he bought another boat, and then he bought an excavator, and then I was thinking in my mind, I was like, man, this is none of my business, but this guy's probably gonna go broke.
This guy's gonna go fucking broke.
I get it, because I've been there before with what he, not on the level that he was talking about being on with it, but I've been there with credit being shot, this being fucked up. You've done ran into you've done went to the bottom of every barrel that you have around you to go to. And now it's all about what you get coming in. You don't even get, because you got to pay all this shit around you, and you got to eat and keep the lights and water on at the same time. I've been there before, and thank God that I'm not in that position anymore. Like, I'm not rich by no means, and really don't want to be, because it's hard to tell what would happen to my life if I was. But like, I understand what he's talking about. You don't want to get in the shop and do shit. You don't want to smile. You don't want to talk to your wife. You don't want to see nobody.
He's so damn good, though, man. He's so good. I hope he gets out of what he's going through, and I hope that he shines, and just like, I'm sure he's been on YouTube for probably as long as like the Wood Whisperer has, like probably upwards of like 15 to 20 years. And
yeah,
it's just like, you never know what someone's going through, and unless you like know them. Some people really hide it really well. So hopefully he gets the help he needs and the support he needs, and I wish the best for him.
Yeah, I do too.
He's definitely an inspiration, like woodworking wise, to me and many other people, because he's very, very talented.
Whenever I first started watching woodworking on YouTube, I believe one of his woodworking videos was the first that I ever watched, and that's when I started going to YouTube for woodworking, was through the Samurai Carpenter, because he was just phenomenal. I'd even watch when he would go to Japan and all these other places, to them woodworking shows or festivals or whatever they was, where they would take a hand plane down a big piece of wood and see how long of a shaving they could get and how thin it was. You could literally see through it, is how thin it would be. And I'm like, damn, this dude knows his shit.
They have contests on it over there.
Yeah, they do. That's what he was in. He wasn't in the contest, but he was there with the people that was.
Yeah. Yeah, like the Japanese carpenters and carpentry and woodwork, that shit is on like a whole different level. Like, and I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, I think here stateside, or most places for that matter, we build shit just to get it done the way we want it, and then we move it on. I mean, there's some exceptions like family heirlooms that you're building, but no one ever builds something and be like, this is going to be a family heirloom. My grandchildren are handed down to their kids or yada, yada. The Japanese, from the time they pick out the material they're using, they plan, like, how is this going to be the most sturdy and long-lasting piece I can make? How can I put as much pride into this as I can? That way, when someone talks about it 80 years from now, someone can be like, oh, my great-grandpa built that, yada, yada, and this is his name, this is the way he done it. Like, they really put, like, their heritage and their, like, they put a piece of themselves into it.
You damn right.
Oh, yeah.
Do. I've
Yeah, they
watched
do.
them take square posts and with nothing but hand planes turn it into a perfectly round pole. A square post with nothing but hand planes to perfectly round pole.
Yep.
Very
And
skilled.
when I say perfectly round, I mean a perfect circle.
Don't scream, okay? You're really loud. Shit, dude, they're going deep. But yeah, like they take a sense of pride in their woodwork and stuff like that that a lot of cultures don't.
Yeah, their joinery skills are just unreal.
Yeah.
And if you just like as an American, just take a look, buy a book from them, and just dive right in, you might learn some cool shit, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, they just their joinery skills are just unreal. Yeah, they're unreal.
Yeah, like, and when you think about it, there had to be a dude that was like, yeah, those joints are really cool, and they've been working on this Totori for like, I don't know, 100 years, but how could we make them really fucking fancy? But how could we make them really fancy in a way that no one would ever see it unless they were here to watch us build it? And that's when they do like those hideaway inside dowel joints and shit that never come apart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the one thing I like that they do is aside from the hiding ones, they'll do like the mortise and tenon with like the dowel through it. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yep.
It's a lot of cool stuff that they do.
Or they cut like the split joints to join two logs together. And they cut like a square mortise hole like off center in between them, then drive those in there, and then that thing is just never coming apart.
Yeah. It's got like a relief cut in the center. It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Can we go inside together right now?
No, not right now. That's why they were known for Japanese tool saws, were known for chainsaws. Yeah, I hear it. Okay.
I'll tell you what, they make some good chisels too.
Damn right they do.
They do.
And Kikori won't give you shit.
Huh?
Kikori won't give you shit, dude.
I know they won't.
I talked to him. I was like, dude, like I even tried to pull out like all like the stops, and I'm like, I have received tools from this, and this. I would be honored to have your tools in my shop. I would love to do a review of them. And they were like pretty much sitting back a thing like, fuck off, Whitey. And I was like, oh,
they won't do it.
No, they don't give up shit, dude. They're like, our tools speak for themselves. We don't need reviews.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit. How would you restore solid brass candle holders and bells? They're dirty and have that buildup of grayish green oxidation. Get you a green scuff pad and hit them with the green scuff pad. That way it doesn't scratch up the brass. And then I would go to AutoZone or Advance Auto or O'Reilly's, whatever you got in your area. Get some mother's polish and a white cloth and rub that shit like you're trying to grind the bean off a dolphin. But that'll restore it all.
Mike comes up with some of the funniest sayings I've ever heard in my life. Fucking, have y'all ever watched Lizard Lick Towing?
No.
No.
That big blonde-headed guy, the guy that owns it on there, they'll go out to get these vehicles, and he'll come up with some of the most off-the-wall shit you ever heard in your life. And Mike, he's like you're trying to rub a bean off a dolphin. Like he always comes up with some off the wall shit.
He does. It's funny every time though.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? There we go. I grew up and like everyone in my family, that's some cool shit right there, bro. Talk the same way I do, dude. Like, and I've always had like a crazy, colorful vocabulary and shit like that, man. But I grew up being like the fat kid that always got made fun of. So if you couldn't pop some shit off and just shut someone down verbally real quick, you were fighting. And like, I got in enough trouble for fucking fighting that I was like, man, I better get real good at telling people to eat a bag of dicks on Sunday. So like my dad would stop fucking tuning me up. Like I got in so much trouble when I was a kid that like busting my ass stopped working. Or I just got too big to get my ass busted all the time because it was like approaching child abuse levels. That my dad threw a Bible at me in a notepad. And I was like, dude, I just got in trouble. I didn't like fucking kill nobody. And he's like, start copying, fucker. And I was like, huh? Dude, I wrote so many Bibles that summer. Like I started Genesis and just go all the way through it. And then I got to being like a dick about it because the Bible we had was like the font was scripted. It was like a really cool Bible. So I started like copying the font. And now I fucking write like that. If I write out a paper, they're like, are you being a dick or what? And I was like, no, dude, that's just my handwriting. What? So I owe that to my dad and my childhood of being a fucking heathen.
My dad used to make me and my sister write. Like my dad would bust my ass growing up, and which I always got it worse than my sister did. But then he's like, fuck, beating your ass don't do no good. You're going to start writing. So whatever it is that I would do wrong, if I didn't clean my room, I'd have to write, I will clean my room 10,000 times. Then he started making us write the 10 Commandments out of the Bible. And I would go to school and get 2 or 3 of my buddies. I'm like, look, you write this, and I'll write this, and try to knock it out as fast as I could. And but my dad was pretty slick. There wasn't I couldn't get over much on him.
My dad was in the airborne unit whenever he was in the service. You put that hammer down or I'm gonna fucking tune you up with it. You don't be swinging that shit around my fucking computer, Whitey. So my dad was, like I said, he was in the airborne. You're not going to purple either, fuckboy. And dude, I didn't clean my room once. Like I didn't clean my room a whole bunch of times, but it was like this once in a series. And I was like, I don't see the point in it. And he was like, oh goddamn, it was like just drill sergeant dad fucking just shot through him and like Arlie Hermy possessed him all of a sudden. He's like, you fucking don't. And he put his hand on like the top of my dresser and went through my room like a fucking hurricane and yeeted everything I owned into the floor. And I was like, oh god damn, you know. And then he showed me how to like ranger roll my shirts and military fold my socks and shit. And I was like, okay. And he's like, I'm coming back in here in 30 fucking minutes. And if everything in your room ain't fucking stowed away like the way it is, your ass is mine. And I was like, oh, okay. So I was ranger rolling his shit. 30 minutes on the fucking dot. He came back and I was still folding clothes. He giggled. And he went through my drawers, unrolling all the shit that I just fucking done and yeeting it all over the place and made a bigger mess than before. He's like, I'll be back in 30 minutes. Like 2 turns through that. And by the time he came back in, I had my fucking bed squared and tucked away in the corners. Everything was ranger rolled. And I was like, what the fuck?
My dad was strict like that. He came in. What I would get my ass chewed for more than anything was over mowing the yard. Because he would tell me, I'd come in from school and he'd be like, grass is getting high, I need to mow the yard. Well, he didn't say go mow the yard, but that was his way of saying mow the fucking yard. Well, I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, well, I'll do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow would come and I'd do it the next day. And then finally, he'd know on Saturday I'd want to get up and go out with my buddies. He'd tell me Friday night, he'd be like, if that yard ain't mowed by 9 o'clock in the morning, your ass is grass and I'm the lawnmower. I'd be out there half asleep, one eye open, push mowing the fucking yard.
Like, my parents were cool as shit, and like, dude, I'm telling you right now, if you struck a hammer on you, I'm giggling. I'm telling your mom you fucking done on purpose too. My parents were like cool as shit. Like, I don't regret my raisins. Like, we weren't like fucking loaded rich or nothing like that. They made do with what we had. I can't complain about my upbringing a whole lot. But dude, my parents didn't fuck around. Like, my mom and dad raised 3 kids of their own than like any other fucking hoodlum on the street that was a motherless or fatherless fuck. They brought them in and took care of them. And like, they didn't get the special treatment either. They got treated the same fucking way we did. So like, the whole block, like, we were tight. And if you were from like a different block and you came around, or you were new and you fucked with anybody on that block, you were fucking catching it from everybody. And I think, honestly, that's the reason that they raised us like that. I mean, we looked out for each other. But like, I never popped off at my mom. I slicked off one time and she folded my ass up like real quick, like, because mom wouldn't bust your ass. She would just hit you with whatever she could get her hands on. Like the whole coffee pot machine and all. And dude, I seen a kid pop off and cuss his mom one time. And it was everything I could do whenever I was like 13, 14 years old, just not to beat the shit out of him. And then my dad looked over me and was like, and that's why you're different than them. And then it clicked on me. I was like, that's why you guys have been living in my ass for the past 14 years. I get it.
Yeah, when I was growing up, my best friend in school, his grandparents raised him. And like when he was at my house or around my family, he was like an angel. Always polite, all that stuff. But whenever I would be with him at his grandparents' house, like he would draw back his hand like he was going to smack his grandmother and shit. And I'm like, my dad would fucking kill me if somebody just told him that I did something like that. He would kill me. But later on in life, after I got older, I look back on that, especially now that I got grandkids and kids, stuff like that. I'm like, my grandson squalled out at me. They was up here one day, or no, I was at their house one day, and I was standing in front of the TV while he's trying to play video games, and he squalled out at me. Well, being raised the way I was raised, like if I would have done that to my dad, he would have slapped me out of the chair and thrown the damn PlayStation out in the front yard. And I'm looking like, I told my wife, I was like, you know what my dad would have did to me if I acted like that when I was that age? My fingers would have got broke and I would have never played that damn PlayStation.
Stomped a butthole in your ass.
But now my mother was meek and mild, and like I was her baby. You know what I'm saying? I could have went and killed somebody and told her, look, I just killed somebody, I don't know what to do. She would have went with me to hide the body, so I wouldn't have got caught. But now my dad, strictly business, 24/7. Don't get me wrong, we loved each other. But my mother, she was calm, cool, collect. But when you pissed her off, I would much rather face my dad's wrath than my mother's wrath when she was pissed off any day.
Mom's, like, mainly my mom. My mom was like really the only person that could ever get in my ass, then make me feel bad because she had to get in my ass. Like, oh God, it just fucking hurts my soul, you know? And like, my wife, oddly enough, like, she has like the same effect on me. Like, I'll do something fucking stupid and she'll pop off some slick shit. And I'll be like, dude, I feel like a fucking failure because she had to say that to me.
Oh, that's how my wife is. When she'll get on my ass over something, or she'll bring something to my attention, I'll look back on it and I'm like, damn it, man. Or I feel that way because she's right and I'm wrong and I'm the one that wants to be right.
That's one thing I will say. I've got a lot better at admitting when I'm wrong. Like, we still argue and shit because she's fucking psychotic. But
one that's not.
And like, we don't fight like nothing like that. But like, we'll argue and shit, and then like we'll have like spats where like we might go a few hours without talking. But she's the same fucking personality as I am, except for she's got like 8 more. And like, I couldn't ask for like a better fucking woman. And like, I'm not bragging or anything like that. I may not be a phenomenal woodworker. I may not have been a fucking phenomenal cop, but like between me and her, I think our kids have got a pretty good fucking chance. You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
a lot more than what I can say for most people. Because
Yeah.
I see kids just shit talking and being disrespectful, like to their parents, to their grandparents especially. Like my grandpa was blind. If you popped off some slick shit, he would have gave you a Ray Charles ass beating. He didn't give a shit. Who would hit the three people around you to prove that you fucked up so they beat you up later? He fucking pissed me off one time, and we moved the fucking furniture. It took one time of him stubbing his toe, and I'm telling you right now, it was the fucking wrath of God came through that house. He was one that came like a fucking samurai. We were ducking. He didn't give a fuck who he hit, but it was on because somebody didn't tell him that I moved the furniture. And he was like, he died whenever I was like, I don't know, maybe I want to say I was like 13, 14 years old. And like, I've always been a big kid, but this fucker was like, all right, go to mommy, okay? I'll be in there in a minute. Here, watch your hands. All right. You got the Crocs on sport mode?
Yeah.
Later,
right.
Jeff.
Step around there, homie. All right, I love you. I'll be in there in a little bit. But, dude, he was like big 6'9'8" praying mantis motherfucker, and his eyes, he was blind, so his eyes were gray. And he had these fucking hands that looked like a fistful of bananas, dude. And he would just like fucking tune you up, and he was country as hell. But yeah, man, he would fucking stall off. And my grandma, sweetheart, one of my most favorite people in the world. She died when I was super young, like first, second grade. Actually, I think I was in kindergarten. But Grandpa tune your ass up. He'd tune your ass up, then you had to tell people you got fucking beat up by a blind dude.
My wife, she's one of the, if you hear my wife say the word fuck, it's serious. Like I'm talking serious. And before me and my wife got together, I lived a real fucked up, unhealthy life for a long fucking time. Well, when me and her, the women that I had in my life back in them days, it was like I ran the show. What I said went. If you didn't like it, right there's the door. Get the fuck out. I got an exit sign hanging right over the door, so you ain't gonna get lost. With this woman, Patty, the lady that I'm married to, she's a good one. You know, she's a woman worth having. And a good woman ain't gonna put up with that shit. And when I would run my mouth and talk shit and say, well, shut the fuck up or whatever, now I have gotten real good at just sitting there like, just keeping my mouth shut. Because if she says the word fuck or starts talking real fast, it ain't a 30-minute argument. It's a 3 or 4 day, I'm pissed off at you, and I'm just going to make it feel as uncomfortable as I can until I get over this shit.
Yeah, it's weird when you love somebody. Like, you can piss like somebody off on the street and be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You piss them off and like, God, dude, I'm a sack of shit. Why did I do that? Why am I mad at myself because they're mad at me? Double fuck me, you know?
Go to work and think all day long, like, what can I do
To make this right.
to
I have
make this
fucked up
right?
so bad. I am a dishonor to my family.
Dishonor to your family.
I'm a dishonor to my family and my ancestors. The sad thing is, if you believe in the afterlife and all that stuff, which I do, I ain't gonna lie about it. Our grandparents are looking down at us right now and they're like, you fucking idiots. They're like, that was a daily day thing for us when we was growing up. We'd have to work in the field all day, then fucking get our ass beat because we didn't go to the swimming hole to wash our nuts. You're pissed off if I hit you with the cane, you fucking pussy.
Well, I will say this, like, my dad was hard on me growing up, but at the same time, he was my best friend. He was my best friend, but he was my drill sergeant at the same time, if that makes any sense. And
Oh,
everything,
slowing down a little bit.
everything that I know about woodworking, being a man, all
Lose
that
you, Chase?
shit. Do what?
I think we lost.
I can still hear him.
There he is.
But anyway, everything that I learned about being a man in a man's world, I learned from him. And I used to think that he just got off on running his foot up my ass my whole life growing up. But today, when I look on the younger generation that we have in this world today, the manners and just how fucking stupid some people are, I look back on that and I'm like, you know something, that motherfucker must have really loved me, or he wouldn't have took the time out of his schedule to fucking teach me how to be the motherfucker I am today.
30 years ago, there was a real thin line between like child abuse and fucking love.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look, the way we grew up, if kids today got that treatment, we would all be in the penitentiary. Well, guys, I'm going to hop off of here. I can smell food up there, and I'm hungry watching Ryan eat this whole damn live. I'm going to go up here and get me a bite to eat, guys.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for stopping by.
having me. I'm going to go eat, and then I'll probably come down here and play with my wood.
Play with your wood.
I'll see y'all, guys.
Later.
See you, brother.
And then there were two.
And there were two.
Two dose butt plugs. Fucking Kizzy's out here fucking don't know if she's going dry or what. I mean, I guess it all depends on what you're doing. My mom climbed on a chair to hit me with a spoon.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Main was the word drink. The worst thing I could do is disappoint my mom. Yes, Kizzy, you guys are psychotic. You gotta go play games with the family. That's when that's your I'll catch you guys on Sunday. All right. Nothing like a Ray Charles beating.
Gotta cut them size. There's gray between the white and green. Why skip the gray? I'm kind of lost. What is she talking about?
She's got to clean a candle holder and a stand. It's brass, and I told her to use a scuff pad because it's not crazy abrasive on the metal. It's not like sandpaper.
Yeah.
It'll take off the. You should be fine with the green, honestly, especially on brass. Brass is malleable, but it's gonna scuff it at first until you go all over it, and then when you go back over it with the wheel and the compound, it'll smooth it and shine it all. Good.
So what's everybody do? Go ahead.
That's the same thing I was getting ready to ask, man.
I was gonna say, what's everybody doing Sunday, project wise, or anybody got anything going on? Do share. I know Mike's gonna be doing some turning. Are you gonna go live?
Who, me? Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am.
I don't even think I'm gonna start my project tomorrow. We'll see. I gotta get a little bit more wood.
I'm gonna attempt to put a. Did you get the Bauer lathe, John?
Woo, John! Heck yeah! That's what I'm talking about. There's some cabinets. Nice.
Cabinets. You guys are cabinet makers are a creature of their own, man.
I love cabinets.
I fucking hate them. That's meticulous shit.
Yeah, it can be.
Oh, it is when you make it meticulous shit. Back to the deck thing with me earlier. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, God. Power carving a pendant from black walnut. If it's
He said they suck.
yeah, dude, we got a teacher at my school. Last name's Watson, and he's got a full-on wood shop. Man, this guy is a beast. He showed me pictures of like work that he's made in his shop, then took to people's house and installed. Dude, it looks like some shit you would see in John Gotti's house. Like full wall entertainment system built in with recessed shelves and everything and hideaway doors, and like the guy's phenomenal, but he doesn't do anything but cabinets.
Yep. It's yeah, there's a lot of stuff that goes along with it, you know. You do mortise and tenon, you can do raised panel, you can do inset, glass, inset whatever. There's a lot of different variations. That's probably why I'm so interested in like doing a custom door, because it's very similar in the fact with mortise and tenon, rail and style type shit, a lot of intricate stuff. So yeah,
they're cool. The shop that I was telling you about, I'm kind of hung up between like the roller garage door or possibly like the old school inside sliding barn door stuff. I'd like to build my own barn door.
you should.
Like turn the rollers on the look and everything.
You should. I think you should. That would make your shop you know. I think your shop will come to life and you'll have a lot of fun with it.
If everything goes right, there's some big shit that'll be happening here in the next couple months, hopefully.
I think it will. What did Kizzy say? Not sliding.
What?
She means barn doors, huh?
I want the roller doors with the seal rollers up top, track in the bottom, like all that. But I want to make them out of some kind of like I don't know, like of course they're going to be wood. On the outside of them, I just want them to look like garage doors or whatever. But on the inside of them, I want to do like shop logo or something on like each half on the door, so when they close, all that stuff.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, but I want to cut each piece by hand.
Yeah. Have you ever seen like that, like those timbre type doors?
I built one.
Those are cool. I've never built those. I've always wanted to.
It's a pain in the ass. I built a little one for like a little mini bar, and I actually had it at the show with me today, and people were playing with that shit nonstop. They're like, "It's crazy how the wood bends." And I'm like, "The wood's not bending. It's a bunch of little pieces." That must have been a whole lot of work.
What are you talking about, Kizzy?
What?
Hey, Kizzy, you never you mind with yourself, all right? I say whatever I want to my homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that'll be cool, dude. I think your new shop's gonna be
I'm hoping
it'll be a lot of fun.
Everything goes right and I'm able to do it. Like I said, peg pounding fuckers are gonna be here to build some shit because they're super quick too. I mean, they jump out of trucks like bearded fucking clowns with straw hats and buttons, and it's just a blur of fucking hammers and fucking Pennsylvania Dutch, and the next thing you know, you got something cool to look at.
Heck yeah!
But if everything goes the way I'm hoping it does, and I can get that built, I'm gonna go ahead and insulate it, run the electric and everything to it, and then transfer the shop there, and then get rid of this building.
That's gonna be a lot of fun, man. I think that, yeah. And the cool thing is, it's gonna be like a blank canvas. You know, you can just do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And it's gonna create a lot of good stuff for you to do, like, you know, like build wise and just being real creative because you get to do creative shit already. Just imagine how pumped up you're gonna be for your shop.
Yeah, like, and if everything goes through, dude, that'll be some shit.
Hell yeah, you have to do a classic shop tour.
Oh, I'd love to. I know that I want to do the inside of it. I want to do like if I get this done, I want to do like the cedared veneer ply on everything. And then of course I'm going to have a hellacious wall for my hand tools, French cleared out, all that cool stuff.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to build a station around my table saw in the middle of the fucking room, the way the good Lord intended it. I'll have a wall dedicated to lathe shit, and then my miter station on the other wall to where there's room around stuff, and I ain't got to worry about moving something out of the way to get something out, stuff like that. So that's what I want to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good shop right there. Table saw's the heart of your shop.
Yeah, I don't do a lot with my table saw anymore because it's like a pain in the ass. If I can get away with doing it with my miter saw, I do it there. And if I had a station built around my table saw to where I could like have it built into a bench the way I'm wanting, I wouldn't mind like making a couple sleds and getting like a wedgie sled and all that stuff to cut like all the angles and everything I do on the miter, but it's just more convenient with the miter right now. And fucking lumber storage. Good God. Horizontal
Yeah,
racks.
dude, that's a big one. That's a big one. Lumber storage is a big thing, man. I don't like. That's something I struggle with a lot in my shop.
I've debated cutting all these logs into like 3-4 foot increments, or cutting all these boards into 3 or 4 foot increments, just so I can store them horizontally on a shelf somewhere. But I know as soon as I do that, someone's gonna be like, "Hey, could you build me this 8 foot thing out of black walnut?" And then I'm like, "Damn it!"
Yeah, that's what I'm scared about too. He said, "No, he got a new miter saw, John."
So not anymore, John. The last one was sketchy as fuck.
His new miter saw is nice, dude.
Yeah, big ass Hercules. It does work.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
The old Makita that shocked you and had no guard on it. That was the man maker.
I actually I had one of those, but I never used it. But I had one like that. It was one of my dad's tools, and my uncle wanted it. I was like, "You can have it, man. Go for it." So he took it.
Dude, it was a good saw. I had no complaints about it, other than the fact that it didn't slide.
Yeah.
And now I use the shit out of the sliding function on this saw. It's great for when you're cutting like 14 and 16-inch wide boards, or you got to cut a bunch of boards at one time at the same length. Soaking my breath. The other mic. I gotcha. But yeah, it's what the fuck is going on there?
He said that was like a radial arm saw, sketchier than a radial arm saw.
No, it wasn't sketching radial arms. It freaked you guys out. It didn't really freak me out. I was used to it. That radial arm saw was some fucking life-changing shit, dude.
Those radial arm saws are probably more dangerous than that saw.
That radial arm saw terrified me, man.
Dude, I've been looking on Marketplace a lot, just going crazy looking around, and it's crazy how many people are selling radial arm saws.
Yeah, it's because they damn near died with them too.
Yeah. Retire. What did she say? Retired that General International and got a 12-inch DeWalt. This is how I'll lose fingers. Acts like it wants to take off. The DeWalt does? Those DeWalt table saws are supposed to be pretty nice.
There we go. I can read now.
For population control.
Survival of the fittest, or Darwinism, one of the two.
They are dangerous though. So are table saws though, but you just gotta know what you're doing, type thing.
Yeah, I love
I
when
don't.
people they like see my saw and they're like, "Oh, you need to be careful using that table saw," and I'm like, "Have you seen any other shit in my shop?" Like,
Every
maybe that
time,
was not the one to worry about.
yeah. I mean, but a lathe is dangerous too if you don't. You know, it's just a wood shop is a wood shop. You know, you gotta just
Got to
try to be
respect it.
as yeah, and be as safe as you can, and have respect for the tools because they do have a lot of power. Even if it is a little power, it's still a lot of power.
It's more power than you got.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
No, I got my sleeve caught in my lathe the other day when I was finishing up some bowls. Thank
Oh
God I got it
shit.
caught in the tailstock, not in the chuck, because it's a free spinning tailstock. But it scared me enough that I stepped back, turned my shit off, and I was like, "Ooh, not again, not again, not again."
I had a chunk. It wasn't on the live, but I had a chunk fly off that bowl and hit me in the mask. It startled me. I was like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah, I love it when you get like your rough and gouge out and you start working on it, and then like you think you're doing like fucking phenomenal because it's moving wood, and you're like, "Hell yeah, Daddy's doing work." And then it gets like that one piece of wood that's not really attached the way the good Lord intended it. And it makes that real loud crack and flies off, and your asshole slams shut so fast that like you can hear a vacuum, and you jump back, and you're like, "Oh fuck yeah, I still got reflexes." Like I thought you lost your hand the other night whenever in your live when that bowl came off.
Yeah, that was. I didn't think it was gonna come off, and then boop, popped off.
That, that's why I don't use a tenon on shit, dude.
Yeah.
And I see that I messaged you. I was like, dude, your hand okay? You all right, buddy?
No, it didn't hurt. It didn't. I didn't hurt my hand or anything. But yeah, that startled me.
Mm-hmm.
She said she needs a new router table.
I've got one that I've never used.
I used to use mine a lot more than I do now. I kind of go through phases. Just depends. If I'm gonna if I'm gonna do anything, I'll just like run it with my Colt handheld router.
So
You
I got
know,
a big 2 horsepower or half horsepower. I'm sorry. Uh, Craftsman old school router, and then I got a Palm router, and I try to
those are
run that shit
good,
to that
man.
way.
Those old school routers get it.
Yeah, yeah, that's before they had like restrictions on they didn't give a fuck if you cut your finger off as long as you paid for it before you done it.
Yeah.
Now, if I do get the new shop, it's kind of useless, and I don't know if I'll use it a lot because I did sell my CNC today, thank God. But I want to build a fold down table, just like 2 legs, the other two mounted to the wall on a hinge that folds up, folds down, and I want to permanently mount my pantograph to it because it was my father-in-law, and I think he used it a couple times whenever he was making like the sign for his house, and I think that was like the only time it was used. But I'd like to hang that up in there, one, because I got a thing for old tools, and I don't really know anybody else around here that has a pantograph.
That would be cool. He says, I don't understand what is wrong with the rate alarm saw.
About killed me twice.
There's nothing wrong with plywood. They're just you just gotta know you gotta be careful, as with any other tool.
They were designed
Gotta
by the devil.
gotta be careful with the router table too. You know, they can.
Yeah.
You definitely gotta be careful.
Some of the worst injuries I've seen, shop injuries, in person or online, knock on wood, not in my shop, it's for the joiner, man. I see people working the joiner and like playing flatboards and pushing with their hands, or like not using like the pads or anything like that. Then like just shave off the whole palm of their hand like it's a piece
Oh,
of bacon.
fuck!
It's like, oh God, you're gonna die.
Yeah, dude, that's you have to be very careful. Nice, Kizzy. I got two Bosch routers. I got the small one and then I got the big. It's like 2 horsepower or something like that. That thing's a beast.
You people and your fucking high-end name brand tools. I don't know what I'd do if I got high-end name brand big name tools.
I have a bunch of old stuff too. I have like a good I have an old school Porter and Cable router. That's pretty nice. And then I have a DeWalt one too.
I'm being a smart ass, dude.
Yeah, I know. I will say, dude, that I borrowed a for my shelving to cut a mortise in. I borrowed a friend of mine's Milwaukee cordless router, and that thing was a fucking beast, man.
I
Fuck.
don't do this under my instruction. Anybody. Dude, if you get like the $19 Harbor Freight router, like the little black one, if you take off the top cap of it, they've got that thing like governor down or whatever. You can fucking turn up like the output on it with a Phillips head screwdriver.
What?
Fuck yeah, dude! Mine will mow shit. Oh, I gotta piss.
Affirm and me are BFFs.
Nope.
I try very hard to stay away from Affirm because I'll get myself in some serious trouble. I've slowed down a lot. Like I still buy a pretty good amount of tools throughout the year, but I've definitely slowed down to a minimum. Even though I will be purchasing a mortiser very soon, so look out for that.
Because my wife showed me Afterpay.
I've done that too.
My god, dude! I found out that VEVOR went through Afterpay.
They do. I didn't. Oh, you didn't need to tell me that, bro.
Yeah, they do. You can also use that shit on Amazon, man.
I don't even know that. Affirm's like the same thing.
Yeah. Like Afterpay, they don't give a fuck if you have like MC Hammer credit. They're like, yeah, here's some fucking money. Just pay us back.
Yep.
That's what I told Ricker to buy his lathe with.
That's what?
That's what I told Ricker to buy his lathe with. I don't know if he's bought it or not, but you can buy their lathe. I think their big lathe's like $500. It's like 4 payments of like $175 or some shit like that.
Yeah, he could do it.
Yeah. And they're crazy about it because like they work way faster than a credit card. As long as you pay your shit on time, they'll up your fucking balance.
Oh shit, Kizzy, you got a Makita track saw?
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
See, like, roll over here real quick. We'll see what they got.
That's what I'm talking about. That Makita's a beast. I like that thing. And that thing is the cool thing about that Makita track saw is it's compatible if you have a FESTOOL track.
I've heard that.
Yeah, and I don't even know, but it might be better than the FESTOOL track saw. It's a hell of a lot fucking cheaper, let me tell you that.
Hell of a lot cheaper.
Son of a bitch.
Also on the VEVOR thing, I don't know if you know that, not VEVOR, but Afterpay, you can also use it like Lowe's and Home Depot. I didn't know that.
Oh man, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, it's pretty cool shit. Like they don't give a flying fuck about your credit or anything like that. Or as long as you can make that initial payment, then you're gonna make your later payments. They don't care. I like shopping at VEVOR though because they've got everything under the sun.
I had a Craig track saw before my my other track saw, John, and I liked it a lot. I still like it. It's corded. The only reason why I switched to a cordless track saw, and it's just there's a little bit of a difference, you know, if you're cutting a lot of stuff. But I do like it. It was for the price. You can't really beat it.
I do not have any track saw. I do have a 6-foot level that I clamp down to shit, and then run that track saw up the side of that bitch.
That'll work. Same shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the VEVOR benchtop wood lathe, 14 by 40, half horsepower.
14 by 40?
Yeah.
Whew, shit.
$195.
There you go right there, John.
Like, I don't know anybody that's using them, but like, I can't say that I've ever got anything from VEVOR that's been shit. And I've got a lot of their stuff. A lot of, like, they've only sent me one free tool, and that was the bandsaw. Like, I bought a lot of their shit before I even started doing YouTube.
Yeah, I've used a few of their tools in the past, and then when I finally got a chance to look over their stuff, like, because they were like, pick something out, you know, if you want to do like a video on it eventually, or like use it in your videos. I was like, oh, okay. So I was looking through stuff, and it was, for me, it was between the mortiser, and it was between the disc and belt sander, and I chose the disc and belt sander because it looked like it was pretty nice, and I'm so far I'm really impressed with it.
I used their bandsaw, their portable bandsaw. I use it on all kinds of shit, dude.
Yeah, that thing's nice.
Yeah, like,
they have good stuff.
I don't have like an area dedicated to it, but that's a good thing about it being portable. I can just set it on the bench, use it, and then fucking stow it away. But looking at their site right now, just on the stuff that we've been talking about, wood lathes, their chucks, 4-inch 4-jaw, $52.
Hey, Kizzy, the Bauer bandsaw, that thing's badass.
Yep.
You might want to take a look at that. Just saying, it's got some power too, so it's definitely worth the money.
If I had the room in here to put a bigger bandsaw, and I had to buy one with my own money, I would go for the Bauer, the new one, the big red one, just off the reviews that I've seen on it. Like, that thing has got some ass behind it, and like, I haven't heard anything bad about it yet.
Yeah, I read some reviews on it. For people who are looking to like really buy like a bandsaw, like a mid-level bandsaw that's not too expensive. The best one that I saw before that is the Rikon 305 and the 310. Those are pretty good price-wise and power-wise. But that I will tell you, that Bauer is like, yeah, that thing's pretty nice. I looked at it in person, and I was just, it's pretty sturdy, pretty well built. So anybody looking for a bandsaw, yeah, the Wind bandsaw is just underpowered. That's what it is. That's basically what it breaks down to.
Has anybody tried the Wind lathe yet? I know I keep coming back to that, but it keeps popping up in my feed and all that stuff. I haven't heard anything on it.
No, never. I just read about I was reading about the Wind mortiser got some good reviews out of the lowest the lowest price point ones they're like within, like, less than $500. I think it was like 240, and it's up there in the ranking as far as mortisers are concerned. It has good power, pretty comparable to the other ones, like the other ones I was looking at. So Wind definitely does have good products. My dust collection my Wind dust collection is phenomenal. I like it. I don't even know if I can see myself getting anything any nicer than that. The only thing I would add to it is the Cyclone up top from Buck Tool. I really don't see myself buying like a big ass dust collection system until like I have like a huge shop, like I don't even know if I would. It kind of seems like just a waste of space for me and a waste of money type thing.
I know if I get the new shop, I'll have a dust collection in it, because I won't let it get to like the point where like this fucker's got before. I literally took a truck bed full of sawdust out of here, like a couple 100 pounds of sawdust, fluff. every power tool I have bought, I've been very pleased with. Yep, I can't say anything about it. Ricker, check out the lathes on VEVOR, man. They got them on sale right now. I know you were talking about it the other day, bub.
I saw that domino jig from Craig, John. Who did that? Busted Knuckles Woodworks did a review on that Craig domino. He actually compared it to the Domino 500 from Festool. So he did like a side by side and compared the both of them. And you know who did a really good video on Win products? Just while we're on the Win subject, is John Malecki.
Yep.
And he compared them to Festool. Like he did a side by side with both, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool to see. And another person that did, I like John's video better, but the Make Something guy did a Win video as well, a detailed one. That wasn't too bad, but I really liked John's video. John was like in your face, like
made the track saw, like he gave an honest review on the track saw. Like the only thing the Festool like beat it up in was like the plunge depth or something like that.
Yeah, and that's not really. I mean, the Win was legit. It was you know, the riving knife was really nice. Like the adjustments were real smooth. I remember him saying, and like those are really good things to look at for a track saw. And it was like a third of the price, literally. You know, the cut. I think you're right. The cut depth was like a little bit less, but who gives a shit about that?
It wasn't much either. It was only like an 1/8 inch or a 1/4 inch at max.
Yeah, it wasn't a lot. That Win does make some really solid stuff. I mean, the bandsaw is probably really good for a smaller bandsaw. Obviously, it's going to be underpowered slightly, but I'm sure that it has its use. You know, if you're cutting smaller stock and things like that, I'm sure it's really good. But everything that I've read about and the videos that I've seen on Win products, they've always been amazing. You know.
Let me help Ricker out here real quick. Let me find that.
What's up, Sassy?
Copy.
Yeah.
Ricker, here you go, man. I'm putting it in the.
Sassy says, I have a Win drill press and I love it. I've seen your Win drill press in one of your videos.
I've got the and I kind of bought it just because I melted my old Craftsman. I bought the Bauer orbital sander. Man, I've got nothing bad to say about it. Like, the thing's a workhorse. It's built solid.
Yeah, you know who testifies to those is Conrad.
Dude, I'm telling you, like I've put it right up against the Craftsman's work, and I've put it up against the Makita's work, and I mean, you can't even tell that it's a Harbor Freight tool. Hold on, Rigger. There's another one that's in stock, man. Sorry to send you a shit link, bro.
Damn, he jumped right on that.
Good.
That's what I'm talking about, dude. Hopefully we'll be getting a Ricker video soon with him on his lathe.
I'd like to see that basement dwelling box troll turning some shit down there, ponytail in the wind, just covered in sawdust. And be like, hey, Mackie, look at this, whack. All right. Let me get him a good link here. That's the bench top. Here you go, sir. This is the updated version. I'm sorry that I sent you the older version. This is a little bit prettier, too. It might brighten up your basement.
Hey, John, your first video has to be the title.
You ever seen a basement box troll turn a lathe? You know, I give Ricker a lot of shit, but
I love John. He's awesome.
I love that fucker. He reminds me of my uncle. Oh God, it's too many fucking characters. Jesus, how the fuck did that happen?
What'd you do?
I fucked up some shit here, man.
Remember what did I post that link for Jeff's turning page, the Sequoia, and David's like, it's taking me to spam.
Must be like a Canadian loophole.
Yeah, Chase's shop is in the basement. Cat.
Dear God, they got this thing in a fucking 20-inch.
He said,
Oh, it's discontinued.
Look what John said.
I'm like everyone's fun, but kind of creepy. With or without the Garfield mask.
Oh shit.
All right, John. What size lathe do you want, bub? Okay.
They're cracking up over you
Pee Wee
guys.
Herman mask. Guys.
You sound like Krusty the Clown. The cheapest one. There you go.
All right, I got you, homie.
Hey, the cheapest but best rating.
This one's 4.5 stars out of like 70 some reviews. I've actually seen this one in a couple shops working, and it's bench top, so you have to like either make a bench for it or set it on your table. 14 inches, 40 inches in length, so it's bigger diameter than the lathe I have now. Half horsepower, 370 watt power, 4-speed adjustable. It goes from 880 RPMs to 2400 RPMs. And it comes with a couple of mini dick chisels and your faceplate, adjustable tailstock with a live center, which not real bad. I'm trying to see if I can find a way to share the link here.
What did John say? Mini dick chisels are funny.
Dude, they're little shorty stubby ones. Like, I would never use them because I'm afraid that like my big ass sausage fingers would get caught in there, and I'd be like throwing gang signs to deaf people for the rest of my life. Damn it, I didn't want to do all that nonsense. Copy link address. Let's try this again. If it doesn't reroute me to some weird shit.
I think Nerix is definitely worth the money, Kizzy. That's my opinion.
100%.
These are worth the money too.
Fuck you.
No, I didn't. They didn't send that to me. I
had to buy
I
that.
bought that motherfucker. Hey, they're nice. No, they're nice though. For the price, dude, they're nice.
they're proud of that shit too, man. I'm like, I'd love to review it. No, I'd love for you to fuck off. I'm like, oh, okay. I guess if we're gonna put it that way, dick.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way.
No. Talking about them, Kikori themselves. They're proud of that shit.
Yeah. They wouldn't touch me for dog shit.
Dude, like, fucking
They're like,
Hongdui hooked me up. Bad
they're
Axe
like,
hooked me up.
delete this guy.
I'm pretty sure I'm on like a watch list with some of these tool companies. They're like, that guy's fucking coming around again. Get rid of him.
Yeah, Kizzy. So, the Nerix Reichers, those, I don't have a set of those, but I am getting a set sent to me by Taylor Toolworks for my dovetail video, because I mentioned that I would like dovetail chisels, and he's like, no, let's try these. These are going to be nice for you. And I was like, all right, that'll work for me. You know,
Who fucking dick sent you the chisel set?
he's Mike. Yeah, Mike Taylor. He
I
emailed
asked them
me.
for the chisel set, and they sent me the fucking drill press sharpening jig because I already had chisels on the wall.
I didn't mention anything. He watched my dovetail stuff on my video for my wine caddy, and he didn't mention anything about sending me like a fret saw or anything like that. He's gonna send me all the stuff like a marking wheel, and he saw that I had one already, but he's gonna send me all the stuff, and he's actually gonna send me to he did send me that it's gonna. I don't want to give away the details of my bench, but my bench is going to have a Moxon vise in it. So he sent me the hardware. I got to build all the wood shit for it, though.
Doesn't count.
But I can't really answer your question, Kizzy, but he said that those are good. I have the other Nerix set. Let me see. Let me get them. One of them. So I have a set of like 5 or 6 of these.
Such a douche.
And they to be honest with you, they for the quality that you get, they weren't that expensive. Like I got a set of 6, and I believe they were like $80. That's not too bad, you know. Dude,
I was even
Sakuri
trying to
has.
get him to send me the handleless ones so I can make my own handles.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. Sakuri has a set of God, they're so beautiful. They're like domesticated steel.
With it's got the squiggle on it.
Oh my God, they're like $400. I was like, oh.
I'm still waiting on this company to send me mine. And
God, dude, they're so.
check this shit out. If I did.
Unsub coming. Who's that for? What do you mean, John? Is he talking about me?
Products.
Oh, I don't mean it like that, John. Not bragging at all. I'm very thankful.
Here you go.
What's up, Josh?
I have been talking with these folks. Where's my copy? There we go. I'm fucking slow. And they are supposed to hook me up with a set of these bad boys. And if they do, they will go in a glass front case right on the corner of my workbench where they're right within grips at all times.
John's laughing.
These are sexy, sexy.
Ooh, I'm gonna check this out. Ooh, those are. Oh, wow.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, that's domesticated steel too.
Yeah, like the guy messaged me, and he seems pretty cool. But he messaged me, and he was like, I see that you have a sponsorship from Forge Steel Tools. And I was like, yep, they sent me a toolkit. He's like, don't use that. Use this. And I was like, huh? He's like, their tools are inferior. And he sent me that, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah, Ukrainian bit more on my big ass.
Those are beautiful. God damn,
Oh, yeah, dude.
I wouldn't even want to use those motherfuckers.
Oh, I'm going to use the shit out of them.
Ooh, you got some dinner coming your way, homie.
She loved me.
She love you long time.
She loved me a long time. She loved me a long time so good.
She love you long time so good.
I make a big fat nut, ropey nut like spaghetti noodle.
Hell yeah. Get that fat nut.
They get the fat nut, big fat nut. It fuck come out like silly string. Fat nuts.
You see, I emphasize the noodle.
Come out like rope. Too long.
Like silly string.
She said too long.
Too long. I had a guy. I knew an Asian guy at my high school. His name was Too Long. And then, and I was in.
Nuts.
I remember I was in class and they went over the loudspeaker and they're like, "Too long, please come to the office. Too long." And this guy in class is like, "Who the fuck is Too Long?"
Who the fuck is too long?
I was like, God, this is crazy.
I don't know if it's like a real medical condition or just the fact that I'm a fucking dumbass, dude. But if I'm around anybody with
Too Long Fu.
any bit of an accent, like within 5 minutes, I start mimicking their shit unintentionally, and they think I'm being a total fucking asshole.
It's crazy. It's crazy you mentioned that. I went with my aunt. This was like years back. I drove her back to help drive her to move back to Minnesota. And we get back to Minnesota, dude, and the first person she sees within like 10 minutes, she's like, "Don't you know?" And I'm like,
"Don't you know, Bobby?"
I was like, "Where the fuck does this come from?" You gotta
like,
come.
I really don't mean to do it.
Go ahead.
Like, I really don't mean to do it. Like, we'll go to like a local Mexican restaurant because we fuck up some tacos in this family. And like one of my good buddies, Benny, works there, and he's from El Salvador. But it's like 5 minutes in the conversation, and I'm putting that fucking twang on it, not meaning to be a dick. And she's like, "Would you fucking stop before they kill us? They think you're making fun of them." I was like, "I swear I'm not." And then I'm not allowed to go into like the nail salon with her anymore.
I can only imagine.
Oh, you want nail? You want gumdrop on nail?
You want that crystal gel?
You want that crystal gel? Do you good? You feel good, girl? Yeah.
Your wife would be like, "Get the fuck out of here, Mike."
That's exactly how it happened. She would go to the fucking car. I'm like, okay. I fucked that up. My bad. Oh, your feet feel so good. Make them soft. You fucked the arch your feet. Yeah. Nope.
Hell yeah.
But that's a survival instinct to mimic people's movements and acts. Is it really, Ricker?
I'm gonna go for like 5 or 10 more minutes. I gotta take my little lady to the park. Well, there's still daylight.
Still fucking daylight there.
Still daylight there, and I gotta catch that UFC fight, you know? Don't you know?
It's dark enough for vampires to be fucking outside here. Honey, if you can hear me, just leave it inside. I'll be in there in a second.
Nice. Josh is gonna make it next Saturday.
Hell yeah.
That would be awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how'd your event go today, man?
You've been turning and burning, huh, Josh?
I was actually talking about you earlier, sir. I'm gonna do one of those inside out things. I got an idea for one.
Hey, congratulations, John. You have 300 subs?
Hell
That's
yeah,
what
dude!
That's what I'm talking about, John.
You make a big stack of sub. Oh shit, here she come. Hey, baby.
Hey.
How you do? You bring hot chili? Oh, hot chili and peanut butter sandwiches and a pop. I do it all
Hell
for
yeah.
you. Mm-hmm. Like a gecko.
Like a gecko.
Oh, so hot I see the smoke come off of it. Steam burn my eyeball. I can get 200 more and a couple thousand watch hours. I'll be ready to roll. Rigger, it won't take long.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll tell you what, John. This is just something that I've seen. Like, if you aren't like putting out a ton of videos, like I don't know how many you're putting out, but if you're not putting out a ton, go live, dude. They love these live builds, and you get those watch hours quick. Like I when I was talking to Steve, Honey, he was at like 28 or 2,900 hours, watch hours. And he's like, man, dude, I'm not getting a lot of watch hours on my videos. And then I told him, I said, hey, one thing that I had mentioned to Joe Hyde of Woodworkers DIY Lemma is try like not just for watch hours, but try those lives, like building lives. It seems like people like those. And he started doing them, and he started having like 20, 30,000 views. And then now Honey's doing them, and they just do great. And then Mike does them too, and dude, people love that shit, especially if you're skilled and like just and just it's awesome. It's like
I think they watch mine just because I might die in the process.
dude, yours are fun, man. They're fun.
Like I'm all the time cussing some shit or dodging wood flying off the way.
Damn, you made $900. Pretty good. Hot damn.
Ricker, it won't update until the next day on the watch hours, man.
Yeah. Takes a little while.
Oh,
Yeah,
she
but
feed me good. She tried to get laid tonight.
John, you have to look at it like, okay, so I'm gonna share my journey with everybody. If you feel like you're not so skilled, do these lives, and people will help you, man. Like, I mean, I'm not skilled on the lathe by any concern, or any stretch of the imagination, but I get on. I'm like, fuck it, you know what? I'm gonna get on, and I just get lucky enough that people want to help me and give me good advice, and like they don't want to fucking be mean and bash me, and they could if they wanted to. People could, but they're real patient with me, and it's cool, man. I'm just a word of advice. I mean, no matter how skilled you are, just jump right in, bro, and do it. You know? You paused.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I was
Okay.
blowing on the chili. This smells spicy as a motherfucker. I had an alpaca dealer wanting a shitload of yarn bowls. Dude, that's awesome. I haven't made a yarn bowl yet. It's so hot.
That's awesome, Josh.
Why you put the spice on that?
Do you get a lot of people that want you to do like epoxy bowls and stuff, Josh? Because you're like a wizard with epoxy.
He is. I remember when he made that. I think it was a pumpkin.
Yeah, that's killer.
That was the first time I found his channel. I was like, this guy is fucking insane.
Yeah, he's good, dude.
I just jam a bunch of shit in a bowl and pour epoxy on it and hope it turns out cool when I turn it. he had like plans and everything made up, and he's like, "This will look like this when it's done."
Yeah, Josh is real good.
He's damn good. Yep. They grabbed my epoxy shit right off the rip today, dude.
They love that stuff, huh?
Yeah. That and the lady want me to apparently turn a bowl on site.
That would be pretty interesting.
Well, for the this big event coming up here in July, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd of July, my town has this thing called like Family Fun Days, and it's like pretty much just like a 3-day fucking rock show and vendor thing and all that stuff like that. They asked me to set up at it, and I agreed. And they told me I could set up as big as a tent as I want to. So I think I'm gonna take like a 20-footer up there and like have my shop set up on one side, like my sell stuff, and then I think I'm actually gonna do like a live exhibition with the lathe.
That would be cool. That'd be really cool.
So I think that'd be cool.
Hell yeah!
Hell, I might even go live while I'm doing it.
Oh fuck! That would blow some minds, bro.
Yeah, like have an audience up there and just go ahead and go live while we're doing it.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be all right.
Hell yeah. Well, all right. I'm gonna head on out. Gotta.
I'm gonna go masturbate.
Masturbate.
I'm gonna go masturbate.
Squirt some noodle.
Like a fat fucking spaghetti noodle rope nut.
Oh fuck.
Arcing ropes and jism like Kung Fu Samurai.
Kung Fu Samurai jizzing.
Kung Fu Samurai jizzing. Big ropey nut. Big ropey nut. String of semen. I call it my spitting flower.
Spitting flower. Hey, you know what movie I introduced my daughter to recently? Have you guys ever? No. Have you guys ever seen Big Trouble Little China?
Yep.
My wife was like, "What the fuck are you? What is this shit?" And I'm like, "What isn't this shit?" It's like, I love this movie. Why not?
Kayla walked in on me and Vinny watching Rick and Morty the other day.
Hell yeah!
My oldest daughter, I mean, she's in college now. And she's pretty fucking smart, an athlete, and all that.
I love Rick and Morty.
Kayla would get pissed when we watched South Park together. She was like 5. Those were the days.
Hell yeah!
It's back before she stole my shit and was mean to me.
There's a plug for you, John.
There you go.
Everybody check out John Ricker's page.
Got to plug the dope, man. He's going live in about 15, 20 minutes.
We got to get that guy a lathe, too. We got to get that man a lathe.
We got to get him laid?
That, too.
I mean, yeah, I figured the ponytail would have done it by now, but yeah, he's got to get a lathe.
You got to get a lathe and get laid.
Not while you're working the lathe, though.
That would be that. We don't condone violence.
Who said anything about violence? That'd be sensual and supple. You can make a bolt to catch the finishings in when you're done.
Oh fuck! On that note, everybody, this has been a wonderful live. Thank you all for joining us.
Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been a blast. See y'all next Saturday as normal. Now go check out Ricker as he makes a semen bowl.
Hell yeah! Go check out that semen bowl. Laters, everybody.
Semen bowl. Later,
semen
guys.
Bowl for you, noodle.
Semen bowl for your fat roll of spaghetti nut.
Spaghetti noodle.
Spaghetti noodle. Later, guys.